It's the leader. He's the wizard. He's forcing the mouth open.
Well, stop him. Kill him or something.
My dagger is gone. You kill him.
Not me. It's bad luck to kill a wizard.
Wait. There's a better way to take care of a wizard.
Hello there, fellow initiates. Today we got a good cast for you. We're joined by Joe from The Orb. If you know Joe Singer and his The Orb YouTube channel, it's some of the better old school content out there. Lots of he just does a great job. He adds a little fun to it. Invited him on to just hang with us, and then we talk about a lot of random topics like usual, I guess. A little lobster con, a little bit of thrash bash. If you stick around to the end, our new thing, we've been playing with AI quite a bit, and I just fed a summary of thrash bash that OS Littlefoot put together into the AI, and then it created about a 10 to 15 minute podcast about the weekend. Stuff's pretty mind-blowing to me. We've been messing with it a lot there in the last week or two, so if you want to stick around and listen to that, it's pretty cool. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy it.
Jason he said he couldn't do it tonight. I don't know what he's doing.
If my eye looks weird, I have a fucked up eye thing. I've been wearing an eye patch for like 2 days, so that's all.
It does look weird. And
I could wear my eye patch.
Yeah, definitely wear the eye patch.
Can I touch it?
This is the kind of cast where you want to be wearing an eye patch.
I guess if any time I could feel normal wearing an eye patch, it'd be on a Magic podcast. But it's not pink eye. My wife did not fart in my pillow. It's I was chasing my chickens one time and I went straight into a branch, and so now it just happens occasionally.
Oh shit!
So what they call it where you're from? Chasing the chickens. All right.
I was chasing my chickens.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
I love that hat, Joe. I got a picture of that hat on my phone.
Do you? Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. My buddy makes them. He made himself one, and I was like, "Yeah, you gotta do it again."
Yeah.
I'm making. I want one. Yeah.
Does he airbrush it?
I think markers.
Markers? Oh, cool.
Yeah. He's in second grade, so just markers.
I was Eric. When I was at the Ren Fest and I stopped in Ed Beard Jr.'s little tent thing. What cracks me up is he'll give you a flyer, or his daughter gave me a flyer, and like on the one side it's like Ed Beard, magic artist, and then you flip it over and it's like Ed Beard, super cool airbrush dude, and he does all those like vans and shit.
Yeah, he's like that. Like you think of that like Dungeons and Dragons 80 like fantasy van. Yeah, he does those. It's so
100%. It's sick as fuck.
We discussed as a team all pitching in to buy a van and then take it to events. And
that would be the tops. I mean,
if I had a shovel head or some old Harley or something, I'd have him do the fucking gas tank in a hot second.
Dude,
He always like hang out at the racetrack and stuff, like with all these cool racers and everything. Yeah.
look up some of his work.
Yeah.
Have everybody put like their team stickers and like sign the van and shit. It would be pretty.
Oh man, that would be the dopest way to roll up to an event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like some big tittied Amazon woman on the fucking hood.
And then we could play, and then we could practice on
Swords.
5. We'd have
Ogress.
like, a table in there.
Yeah, Ogress. We need
Ogress.
Yeah, the Ogress. For sure.
Dude,
Well, I didn't have a real agenda, and I saw Joe was on Discord last night. I said, you should podcast with us. We didn't have any plans, so we just made it happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good call.
I watched one of the podcasts earlier, the one he did with the Music City guys, Burgo and Casey. Yeah. Yeah, I moved the needle from 20 people had watched it, so now 21.
Nice. I've seen it 18 times myself, so.
Yeah.
I've been watching your
to
Lobster
go to sleep
Con.
at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's sweet, soothing pipes to put me to sleep.
Oh hell, yeah, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Yeah. When you guys do you kick this off with us? Hey, we're starting. I saw you were recording, or do you just?
I just start recording it, and then later. That's like the only editing I really do is like try to pick the beginning, cut out some nonsense, and then I don't know. Whenever it feels like it starts, it starts. Too many things in my life I got to work really hard at, so I love having something I really don't really give a shit about.
Sure.
It's kind of nice to just not really care that much.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I get like OCD about everything. Gotta all be perfect and all this crap. I ain't got time for that. So
You guys are engineers, so that makes sense.
yeah. So I don't need any more of that. So I keep it real simple.
Right. Cool. I like it. Should I take my headphones off? I feel like I'm
No.
You're like a gamer, dude.
I'm out in the
Yeah.
yeah. That's
You look profesh.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
No, you're good.
Leave mine.
Yeah, I
So
won't.
you- go ahead.
I won't say who it is, but last night I was on here and someone said, "Hey, you do AI? Can you make my homeowners association allows us to have garden flags, but nothing political." So he wanted to hang up a Trump flag, but it had to be a garden flag. So he's getting his loophole around the system. I said, "Well, I'm not really a huge Trump guy, but I do love messing with the homeowners association." So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm in. Whatever. So we came up with this guy, which I thought was pretty decent.
Yeah.
And this one kind of failed. It was just him like watering a carrot. I gave up on
One
that.
carrot.
Yeah, one carrot.
That's right.
Are you supposed to water them in the ground?
Oh, yeah. I thought,
Yeah.
I thought this one had his head on at one point. Yeah, I was trying to find AI just that'll let you use Trump, but it wouldn't let me do it. I even used Elon's Grok, and there we go. Yeah, I had to Photoshop his head on.
That's funny.
So hopefully somewhere these will be flying in a neighborhood, really pissing somebody off.
That's great.
The loophole of the homeowners association. I had a good time.
Yeah.
That's
Pissing
awesome.
off an HOA is always good.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can't go wrong with that. I don't even know if he likes to. He just might want to just piss people off. So, all right, sounds good. So that was my night last night. Working late and got sucked into some Trump AI. It was awesome.
Looks like a solid time.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, let's see, Joe, I want to talk to you a little bit about your channel. I think you went to LobsterCon. We did not make it this year. I'd like to maybe hit on that event a little bit. And then are you helping plan something new too, right? You guys got
Yeah.
be part of the St. Louis thing. So I don't know how you want to do it. Those were a couple topics that came to mind. Typical agenda. No
Yeah.
idea, so
Sure.
Introduce
Sounds
Joe. Introduce the man.
yeah. So Joe should introduce himself because I don't know. I'm not the one.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
just-
know he's got
I'm-
a sweet YouTube channel, and that's about
Yeah.
it. So
Well, so I had like 12 followers. You guys made 13 through 15
hell yeah.
on the Orb. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, guys. Yeah. So yeah, we're up to 16 followers now. You guys, one more jumped in after you guys. So no, yeah, do the Orb. The Orb is a lot of fun, and how it started was complete laziness on my end, but sheer determination. I made the finals for an X Point, and you got to go on Timmy, and I was like, whoa, being on Timmy, right? You've made it in
Yeah.
old school,
Sure.
and I love everything Timmy does. So yeah, thanks. That looks awesome. The guy I was playing against, he was like, no, he was like, I can't record. And I was like, someone can, and no, it was like I was going to do it, and lo and behold, you hit the Windows key and the letter G, and then you're recording, hit the record button. And I was like, wow, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. So I did that, and then I recorded, sent it off to Timmy, and then I thought, wow, I normally I play a lot of Magic old school, and my kids are kind of to the grown stage in life, and I got a little extra time. I thought, I love Magic, so let's just jam in. I'll record. I'll say stupid things, and maybe like 2 or 3 people will watch, and if they don't, who cares? So
I'm looking at these views. You're hitting 400, 500 on some of these. That's pretty good, considering that's like the entire community for old school.
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. I mean, what's it reach? 1,000.
Yeah, the biggest event we have is like 250 or something, 240. So if you're getting
Yeah.
I'd say this is a success, my friend.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, no, I'll take it. YouTube doesn't recognize me as a human being, but that's okay. I don't care. I love putting this stuff up.
Yeah.
Running into people like you guys that are like, oh, this this is awesome. This is where I fill up my day or part of my day. I love being part of that. And just hearing hey, it's cool, or thanks, or what you did was stupid. I just love hearing that back. So I think Lucas said it at LobsterCon. He won the X Point event, and he said something about, I'm part of like the best community. He goes, once you become an adult, finding new friends is like a diamond in the rough. And he goes, instead of just finding one or two, he goes, with this community, you can find literally a couple hundred people that, are pretty much all stand-up people and great to be around and fun to interact with. So absolutely. Yeah. Love the groups of people. Just like I ran into you guys, I met you at the bar. We were playing some old school, and then next thing I know, like 15 minutes later, I was hanging out at your guys' rental. Eric, you were ripping off doorknobs. It was a good time. So but so that's how the channel started, and it goes from there. So I did make it out to Boston. I stayed out there for a week.
Oh wow, a week, huh? Nice.
Yeah, my buddy's out there that I played Magic with when I was young, and he told me to come out a few years ago when we just found out about pre-modern. And so I played pre-modern. I was lucky enough, I won the side event of pre-modern. I walked downstairs and I saw an Underworld Dreams and I think 5 Black Vice on a table. And I was like, what the hell is this? And they're like, this is the old school event. And they asked you, when you sign up, are you doing old school? I was like, I don't know what that is. And they're like, this is the old school event. And I was like, I am done with pre-modern.
Yeah.
So
yeah, hell yeah.
So but Boston was as always a great time. I think they broke the record. I think they had like 270.
That's what I heard. Yeah, it was like because he did 2 venues, and there was the Real Podcast did a thing. Man, I just had him on All Things Considered or whatever. So
cool.
It was it was a good with DFB, and I guess next year they're gonna have a shark there. They're gonna do 2 of them next year. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's a big deal, but I mean he moves a lot of charity money too, and he had to sign up, as a legitimate entity because you're flipping $30,000-$40,000 to charity and stuff. Like, you're careful, your government will come after you. So he does a lot for the community, man. That guy's a true legend. But
absolutely, yeah.
So but it sounded kind of exhausting. But it sounds like next year they're going to do a pre-modern one in the spring and then the old school one in
May.
The fall. Yeah,
right.
Don't hit me up for the details. Listen to that one. But
they sent them out. It's like the 3rd week in September again, I believe, for the old school event. May is the pre-modern, and you win the giant shark. So they're gonna have like I think a real big, probably the biggest X Point tournament, which they might have just had. There was 79 there for the X Point tournament.
Wow, really?
Bigger one. Yeah, at the side event venue, which is just like a half-mile walk, real cool. I played it. I was recording. Of course, you want to have a good time, so you're doing adult activities along with it. And I got done, and there was like 5 of us walking back, and I was like, I did pretty good. I went 5-2.
Oh hell yeah!
I played the deck that I won a monthly with. And so I was real pumped, and I was walking back with like Will Parshall, Mike France, Lucas Glavin, and I think Tim Atwood, maybe both the Tims from Boston. Anyways, so I was walking back, and I was feeling like super pumped about myself, and just we're all kind of chatting, and I start looking around thinking like what all the other guys did, because it was like, oh, Lucas won it. And then like, Mike France got like 9th, and Will Parshall got like 10th, and the Tims got like 4th and 6th or something like that. And I was like, in this small group of people, I did the shittiest of the whole group. I was like way up here. And then I started thinking, I was like, oh yeah, you found it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the X Point list here. So
yeah.
Hey, bad man.
No,
Yeah.
and I like I
Yeah,
said,
you
I was flying high until I was just kind of looking around, and I was like, oh man, I did the shittiest of the group I'm walking. I need to go find a new group of people to hang out with.
all these are the same points though, man. That they're just in
Yeah.
the freaking margins, the third decimal bullshit. Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
all on top
No,
of each other.
yeah.
We could have showed up and made you look a little bit better, man.
That's right. Yeah, I know. Next year. No,
What was Lucas playing that he won with? I'm good. Sure it's
Lion
on
Dip
there.
Bolt. Yeah, I just released
Lion
that
Dip.
video today.
There was a lot of Lion Dip Bolt there, right? Is that?
I didn't.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna. It's like,
Yeah, there's some. I don't think I played against any Lion Dip Bolt. I played against what that second place deck, the Noah Shannon's deck. There, I played against a couple of those. You know, blue white control. It's like the deck version of X Points. Do that Eureka deck. I think it's up maybe in right there, third place. That thing is sick.
yeah, I love the Eureka style where you can actually cast a lot of this stuff, you know, with the kind of the lower curve Sarahs and, you know, without going too crazy. I like that style, and it's playable if you don't get the Eureka off, or, you know, sometimes the majority of the time Eureka doesn't really work out.
Yeah.
So
I think it worked out pretty well for him because he got whatever third or fourth.
Yeah, no, this was good because it's just like the high end of your curve 6. So if
Force is still 6, right? 2 colors.
Yeah,
and four green.
Oh, okay, yeah, right on.
But I had it on video because he played on camera one of the games that he Eureka'd a Force of Nature and then stuck his Spirit Link on it. And I was like, well, that's going to be the end of this thing. That's nasty to deal with.
Sure. What were you playing, Joe?
I was playing. I can probably shoot you off the pile too if you want to.
Just do Control F, Dad, and then you can type in Joe.
I don't know if it'll.
It will.
Well, I completely forgot. This is your fault, Eric. You got me taking those fucking jank ass photos where I'm like this in front of my deck photo.
Yeah, I know.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, I was gonna pull up some deck photos to put on here, and every one of them is you like fisting a guy, whatever it is you're into.
That's my favorite, dude. It's you're doing the Force of Nature.
It's sweet.
Yeah. So it was Sarah's, 4 Sarah's, 4 Urnums, Sinbads with Sylvan Library. That was my draw engine. The white package removal, disenchants with swords. And it's pretty much that. And you just, counter spells, you take control, do some spot removal, had a couple Wrath of Gods in there. And then if you get a Sinbad and a Sylvan down, yeah, and that's
there
it.
It
so
is.
Deserts. I got a play set of counter spells. Yeah. Sinbads. My points were the Ancestral, which you can kind of see that sitting in there. Wrath of Gods. Those worked out a lot better than Maze of Ith for me. And I had a couple factories because I really jammed in extra land because of the Sinbads. I wanted to be able to draw with those even if I didn't have the Sylvans.
Is that a lobster shirt too, dude? Damn.
Yeah, so I wear a Hawaiian shirt 2 days a year, and they're both different lobster Hawaiian shirts.
That is, high level.
Yeah,
respect.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, some people just there's one
just
dude
dial it in and just wear a normal shirt. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, it's a thing, right? It's a whole event.
I've seen you play that deck a lot on the Orb. It seems really fun to play. I've done it before with the Sinbad and Sylvan Library.
Isn't that so much fun? I mean, when you're hitting that,
it does a lot of things. Yeah, I like Sylvan Library anyways because it's just like I like cards that you have to move around. Like I don't really like Lightning Bolt where you just say, okay, I'm gonna put this in my graveyard and it's done.
Right.
But when you get an engine and you're tapping and untapping and drawing extra cards, it's really fun.
Yeah, it absolutely. And I mean, once you get to that point in the game, those extra cards, even if they're meaningless, at some point they're going to mean something, and you just take them.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't take much card advantage in old school to pull ahead.
No, it doesn't.
That was X Point. Did you play in the main event too then?
Absolutely. Yep.
What were you running on the Day of the
So,
Main? Is that the other one?
Yeah, it's
This one here?
You rule, dude.
Yeah, my bad.
It's the second
yeah,
Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, I know.
is.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
how
yeah,
I figured it out. I mean,
I put it on the night before just to take, the deck photo. So that's 1 a.m. That's my buddy with me. Yeah, so it's kind of along the same
he's
lines.
over there all focusing in on his iPhone and everything. He's got a light meter. He's
Yeah.
really making sure everything's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's a pre-modern guy, so you got to.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's like Sarah's and Dibs are the Sarah, Dib, and Lion. So I think I had 3 Lions, 3 Dibs, and 3 Sarahs. I'm gonna go let my cat out because he's fucking losing his mind. Give me 1 second.
Yep. What I really dig about Joe's photo there, though, was he's showing the sideboard. Like, you don't know what anything else is, but at least he's not cheating with the sideboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no extra COP red in his
At
lap, you
least
know.
see the sideboard.
Just-
Like, that's all that matters. He's not putting an extra copper in there.
No,
Right.
yeah.
So
I'm not
the main-
cheating anyone.
Yeah, the main.
Although,
board-
what's this card? Huh?
That's
Yeah.
actually a Tormod's Crypt.
Oh, it's
Sure it is. It's whatever it needs to be.
Well, it's altered, and you can see it because it's black and white. That was what I won when I won the side event.
Oh,
It's
beautiful! Wow.
Yeah,
sick, dude.
but yeah, so it's just like all the good cards after that, but you try and race them out with the Lions and Dibs and maybe Sarah.
Did you shoot video of the main event too? I know I see a bunch of X-Point stuff. We also doing the.
I
camera
did. I got out there, Dave at Moogie's. He was just like, hey, he's like, I said, yeah, I do the side event. And he was like, we don't have anyone covering the main event. So if you want to set up for it. And I was like, yep, that sounds good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So there ended up being another guy, William Hurst, who just traveled out there strictly to record. And they did, they go in the back room and just kind of commentate live stream. He's got like a way better setup than I do. I had to borrow. I borrowed a stand from the local game store like 40 miles up the road. I just called him a couple days before. I was like, "Hey, do you still have that?" I didn't order anything, and he's like, "Yeah, just come get it." So I flew out there with it, and then I just took an extension cord, some other stuff. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's my poor artwork. I apologize in advance.
That's the way it's
Beautiful.
It's so ugly that it looks cool, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought it was a new sorcery card for a second.
Yeah, it does look like some of that artwork.
Yeah, they got some great. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, my tropicals. Yeah, grapes.
Now, these are pretty legit. Did you do these or someone else?
No, stickers did those.
I was gonna say that's some fine art there.
I have gotten a little bit better.
That's good.
Yeah, that's Cabbage Patch.
Yeah, Garbage Pail Kids or whatever.
Or Garbage Pail Kids, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Cyclops.
Yeah, near and dear to my heart. I had so many of those when I was a kid.
Dang, do you still have any of them?
No,
No.
I wish.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the other Fry and Brian's the other one.
Do you remember that movie? Do you remember the Garbage Pail Kids movie?
I remember watching them at my neighbor's house when I was young, but I didn't know if it was a movie or a show. I remember watching something sometime.
Oh man,
I
the
don't
movie,
remember anything about
it's like live action. They're like puppets. It's fucking pretty wild. Check it out.
But yeah, I guess I'll have to take another look because I thought it was like a cartoon. But no, I'll have to check that out.
Oh, look at that amnesia.
Yeah, that's a sticker, and yeah,
That's good.
It's a good one though.
The Music City guys.
Yeah, okay.
They draw over everything. So I played with them a couple times. I was like, okay, I can draw over everything.
Yeah, I'm still a maybe. It looks like there might be a spot and they'd get me in, so I won't be able to know until I really get closer to that first weekend there in December. I'd like to go down to.
Yeah,
that's pretty legit. Yeah, I'd like to go down to that. That's a fun one. I was there a couple of years ago. just I don't know. My wife loves the holidays, and around December she really gets jazzed up, and every weekend's packed with something for me to do. I'm voluntold lots of things, so
Yeah, such is the way of life. Yeah.
yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just like it could be one weekend earlier. So I don't know, but I would like to get down to that. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. I've never been to the bootleggers, and I know you guys. Did you guys all make it down there?
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been down
No,
there,
I
but yeah, Eric and Rom haven't. But
Gotcha.
me and Ben Rebel went down a couple years ago. Went down together.
Nice.
That was probably
God.
awful. Ben the whole way.
Oh, he was gonna win this thing too, dude. He just got run over. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't realize there's that card, the old Mox Monkey. I had all these like one drops with freaking candelabras and everything, and then everyone's running just like destroying everything on my deck. I'm like, oh yeah, that's how Alpha to Alliances works, huh? So my deck was awful.
You had Titania's song in that deck, right?
What's that?
Yeah, Titania's song in that deck.
It was like an 8 or 12 fireballs or something, because it's fireball, disintegrate, and what's the other one from Ice Age or whatever. I might have 16 X spells and all red burn, but yeah, then everyone just burned all my fast mana, and then never got a candelabra to stick, and it was just a horrible deck. And I don't know, learned a lot about the format. Like, okay, that makes sense. I'll try this again later. And wasn't long after that we just started playing our stupid Alpha to Alliances anti stuff to kind of get a feel for it. So now I feel way more prepared. I'd love to get down there and just see if I do a little better now that I have an idea what's going on. Yeah. I'm not usually much for winning though. That's not really my thing, but I'd still try to do a little better than last time.
It's fun to try to win, but who really gives a fuck in the end, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if I can win with some piece of garbage, that's awesome. I mean, I do love that.
You play good decks, Joe. You're on another level as us. Before playing old school, were you like a good Magic player? Like you play like standard and stuff like that, and like win a bunch, or just kind of?
We had a like super competitive local game store that, and this is when I was a teenager. That we started going to probably like 14 or 15. I remember I had like a super early DCI number, and at one point there were so few Magic players, like we were ranked, like most of the people down there were ranked in the state of Illinois, but we were in a small town of like 30,000 people. But we could travel, you know, we went to like St. Louis or Bloomington, Illinois, or I went to Chicago for qualifiers. I never won one, but I did pretty good. And then I quit playing, you know, right when I was probably 18 or 19.
Okay.
And so the cards just stayed in the attic or the basement. Our son was born, and like I said, now they're kind of both grown up. So I'm back at it again.
You didn't sell them all though. That's amazing. Usually,
well,
everyone sells all their stuff. So did you keep like good valuable shit? I mean, you got.
I sold 88 cards. And I sold them in
88 Alpha Black Lotuses, and that was.
No, I've never owned a Black Lotus, but one of them was like an Alpha Underground Sea in premier condition. I had some beta duels. I sold off. I didn't have like a power set, but I had like Mox Jets or Jet, and then a full set of dual lands. I always tell the story like it was this kitchen here. I remember like a moon walking around my kitchen because someone was paying $150 for each one of my Bizarre Baghdad's. And I was like, these idiots. And I was just like, yeah, I got money coming my way, a whole set of duels.
Don't even tap for mana, you moron.
Yeah. You got to get rid of more cards than you draw. Have you read this fucking thing? Yeah. So I bought a boat. It's still sitting in the garage. I mean, I use it like every weekend, but I wish I had that back.
I mean,
You ever play Bizarre Baghdad in your Sinbad deck?
So no, I sold them off when I wasn't playing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can't get them for the same price again.
I've played that actually. It's pretty cool to like fill your hand with lands and then discard the lands to draw new cards.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can only imagine.
It just does more tapping things. good engine there. But a boat's really cool. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like, proxy all the cards you sold.
Yeah, just proxy them up. Take your boat out. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
play them
think
on the
cry
boat
into 'em.
proxies.
Yeah.
You don't care.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck about playing the proxies on your boat. Take that shit
Yeah.
out. Get some
Yeah.
peanut butter on them. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, you're on a big raft in the back being pulled around. Hell of a picture too.
The neck photo, dude. Come on, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I may-
on a
I may
boat.
have
like
to,
fucking
yeah.
on a boat.
Yeah. See these shitty cards? I got rid of them.
Yeah, the
Playing
outlaw.
on top of a giant bass he just caught or something. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I did. I had a saving grace kind of moment there. I had a alpha time twister that I was like, I want top dollar for this, and I thought I didn't get the top dollar for the alpha underground C, so I sent it off to be graded, and they sent it back, and they said, we see ink in it. I couldn't see it. I asked a couple car dealers to look at it. They said they couldn't see it, so I kept it, just because I was like, I'm not selling an ungradable card. You know, I'm not going to get half the dollar value that if you can't see the ink. So it just sat in the closet, and that was one of the kind of high end. I had that, and I think 2 plateaus that someone didn't pay me for on eBay. So I had 2 of my 40 dual lands left over, and then the alpha time twister. So when I went to LobsterCon the first time, and like I said, I saw people playing old school, I was like, here, I was like, I got this. What do I, give me some mocks. And so I got 3 unlimited mocks and a chaos orb, and I was like, okay, I got enough to get going here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ink.
Yeah, I mean, because I would have taken that extra grand or whatever it was at the time in a heartbeat. Yeah.
That's a pretty sick one, man.
Yeah. So I mean, sometimes you get lucky. So I still remember what I traded for that. I was in a chat room. You remember the old chat rooms? You didn't see faces. And some Magic player in Canada, this was in the 90s, mid 90s, was looking for a time walk, or wanted a time walk, and had an alpha time twister that we ended up trading. But because the time twister was way cheaper than my unlimited time walk, he kicked in a 4 and black border tundra with the alpha time twister. And I mailed mine off first, and I was kind of sick because, like, at the time I was, 15 years old, and that was like probably one of the most expensive things I owned that I picked up or got. And I was like, man, what if he just doesn't send it back? What if he, what ifs? Like, I've never talked to this person, I've never seen him. There's, you're not making international calls in the 90s. And lo and behold, 2 weeks later, an alpha time twister and a 4 and black border tundra show up, and I was like, oh, thank you. But looking back, that was like one of the best trades value-wise ever made.
Yeah, dude. So alpha used to not be like looked highly upon, right? Because you didn't have sleeves.
Yeah, so you couldn't really play it legally in big events. Yeah, because the rounded corners were like marking your cards.
Yeah, that garbage.
Yeah, no one had a full alpha deck, so you had to either be full alpha or none.
Right.
So they were kind of worthless.
Oh wow.
Well, yeah, they were like 10% less than beta, or maybe 20 at most. They still had that value, but it was less than beta, and everyone wanted the beta because that was the cool looking blackboard stuff.
Crazy.
I do remember in the 90s, like mailing off and shit for records and things. Like I'd get a Maximum Rock and Roll, and you'd just like fucking put your money in an envelope and be like, see you later, money.
Bye.
And then like 6 months later, like a GG Allen VHS would show up, and you'd be like, cool, I'm glad that they got my money.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. Skate videos used to come that way.
Yeah, skate videos, right. Tapes,
Yeah. Yep.
T-shirts, fucking patches and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
It was cooler
So-
back then, I think.
I'm too young. I had eBay since I was like fucking 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
You cheater.
Yeah.
Cheater.
The first time I ever opened a pack of Magic cards, I got a foil Birds of Paradise.
No
Sold it on
shit.
eBay. Yeah, and then I got another bird, and then I bought a box, and then got another one in the box, and that was hooked.
Well, 7th edition, right? Which they're still like super expensive. Whatever it is,
Oh, yeah. Those were
7th
nuts.
edition birds are like always hard to find.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And
I
then when
got
you were first getting into old school, you went to that shop and pulled a alpha Birds of Paradise from some sketchy shop in the middle of bumfuck nowhere too. So birds have been your.
It was like a pawn shop, and he had an Alpha Birds of Paradise for $300. So
You remember what was the going rate for him then? Do you remember?
Oh, like $4,000. So I finished like my collector's edition Power 9.
You had to like run to find an ATM and run back over to pay him and with cash and stuff.
It was literally like maybe 2 weeks of like having an interest in old school and being in college and having no money.
Yeah.
Where I had $300, but I didn't have enough to get all the boxes. And in like 3 days, I had all the boxes. I just bought this fucking Birds of Paradise, sold it, and got all the boxes.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Dude, that rips.
It does. I got very lucky with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got my I had gotten an unlimited time twister by trading 4 Dark Confidant, which are now $3 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 Dark Confidant for a time twister.
Dude.
The shop's like, hey, I can't turn this stupid twister. Nobody wants it.
Yeah.
So Confidant's hot, and so
yeah. I remember when Dark Confidant was like fucking bunch of money.
Yeah, like $300 or something back then. Yeah, I have like tremendous, great experience. I never have sold anything. I've gotten very lucky. And
Good instincts, man.
Yeah.
I always tell my wife I can sell this stuff anytime.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't worry, babe.
No, you can though. It's good.
Yeah.
You can sell it for something.
Yeah, I paid rent with fucking card money before when we were down and out, but doesn't feel good.
No, but yeah, I mean you're right. You can't turn it to cash if you have to.
Yeah.
Dude, I would be thankful if like someone stole my Black Lotus, because that's just another spot in my deck that I can play another really bad card in. I'm so sick of like, oh shit, I gotta fit the Power 9 in this fucking deck.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
I gotta cut an Orcish Spy right now so I can play a Chaos Orb. Damn it. I'm fucking pissed.
Man. Tell me about it.
With it. What the hell are we looking at?
Oh,
This was one of the top.
Alter.
They got the What the Fuck award.
Yeah, so those are all cards, but yeah,
they're all cards, right? So I'm kind of realizing this is a regrowth. There's an Enchantress.
What the fuck?
There's the library. I was trying to figure out what all these are.
Yeah, what's the Adkins card?
Pure Chaos. But I don't know what some of these are.
Chaos Orb, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. There's a shiny manipulator over here. Ivory Towers.
Sinbad.
Sinbad.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also Sinbad next to it.
I mean, that's a sexy Sinbad.
It totally is. It's like a prince, right? Like,
Oh yeah. It
Oh,
is.
Field of
I see
Dreams.
it. You can see it, Sinbad. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple Field of Dreams up here.
It's like a mill deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ivory Tower's right below it.
Yeah, so he's got the Field of Dreams, Ivory Tower,
Enchantress.
the Chaos Orb, some Icy Manipulators. Man, I wish it was a little clearer.
Was this at LobsterCon?
Yeah.
Man, I can't tell what those are. This is a Library of Alexandria, but
Yeah.
who is that, dude?
it's the Illuminati card game, that is.
Ah, okay.
Well,
I mean, that's pretty
Tropical
cool.
Islands.
Yeah, Tropical Islands. Yeah.
Yeah, playset. I looked through this just pretty quick after LobsterCon. Copy shops. I don't know if that's supposed to be copy artifact.
Oh yeah.
This is just freaking 007 James Bond. Now, what the hell could that be?
Yeah, I don't know.
Those are just tokens for something he's
Yeah. The Wild Growth was on the other side.
He's got 2 ices in the sideboard too.
Yeah, a couple more ICs. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just probably pumped when Sorcery made Psionic Blast.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
There's a couple sorcery cards that are magic names,
Chain,
right? It's
yeah.
quite a bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, that is a Psyblast from Sorcery.
Yep.
Oh,
Crazy.
wow.
I mean, is copy shops workshops?
No, that's copy artifact because he's got copycat above it. Maybe
Okay.
it's workshop, but I don't think he's playing like. He's the only artifact that's big is the Icy Manipulator.
I mean, this took some effort. I do
Yeah, for sure.
fully respect this.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, look.
Enchantress is everywhere, man.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a stickler, but can't you just go to TCG Player and type in Wild Growth and it shows every card game?
Yes.
Okay, so it does look like it probably had to do some research to get cards like, let's say, Copycat, but some of these were easy and then other ones were hard.
Yeah.
Let's kick Joe off and go interview this guy right now because I want to figure out what this James Bond's all about. I just don't know.
Hey, it could be Orcish Spy.
Yo,
it might be an Orcish Spy. Yeah, you might be. Everybody's running that right now.
Dude, it's super hot right now.
I don't think that's the case.
It's so hot.
That was probably the best part of Thrash Bash was Eric and Rom are running this orc deck, thinking it's all unique and everything. And Joe's like, "Oh, did you guys just see my video I put up on that?" Like, what?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah, that was like
I made that combo. I literally thought, and then I meet you for 30 minutes, and you pull up, and you got a 2-hour-long video about it.
Yeah, I watched it after I came back, and it was pretty sweet. I mean, like, it's a fucking cool combo. I mean, it rips. And Eric, in my heart, you still invented it.
I was so pumped for it.
Good job, Eric.
Yeah, go to the list. I want to see the list compared to what we did. It's at the very beginning.
I don't think he splashed. Oh wait, no, he had blue in there because he had
Yeah, you see a raiding party and all that.
Yeah, raiding party, magical hack.
I blow this up if I can, but I get this big crazy monitor. It'll screw everything up.
Yeah, so he did not play the spy. Sorry.
No,
that's where it's out.
It was probably the worst card in my deck, really. But
does that look okay, you guys? Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it. It would be such a better deck if some of the creatures can block. Like it's really really shitty. I should have played like 4 in Ironclaw Orcs or something, so my opponent would forget that they can't block because it just got so bad. Like
Orcish Captain. Orcish Captain's good, dude. I got a whole new respect for that after.
That card's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Did you run the Blood Moons like main?
Yeah.
Deck?
I think so.
Into Armageddon. Yeah, then you play Armageddon.
Yeah.
Right.
But
because you're blowing your own up too. Yeah, that's true.
Dude, I would actually probably fucking take Raiding Party and put it in the sideboard for when you're playing white.
Yeah, I took out the combo every round.
That's the whole combo.
Yeah, I bet.
That shit was out, dude. Yeah. But
it's cool to have the ability to just pop it in, and you got all these orcs and shit, you know. I mean, like it's like you can't sideboard it unless you got orcs.
I will say, you play a lot of X Point, Joe, and I've been thinking about like after playing this Orcish Captain is actually a fucking crazy card.
Yeah.
And you played an X Point deck with like Serendib, Lion, and Orcish Captain, dude. You could fucking burn their life fast, dude.
Yeah,
you really could. It's like kind of similar to maybe not because everyone plays Desert, right? So it actually is a shit card.
Right.
Damn. Okay. Don't listen. Yeah. Desert.
No, I think that gameplay line would be even better in like Atlantic or EC, just jamming on the and just running at them while they're trying to draw cards with Lola or whatever, just shoving it down their throat. But yeah, someone else was saying that I haven't played with any. I own a few captains or playset because they're like nickels or whatever. But I haven't put in a deck. But someone else was telling me that that they can really pop off, and I'm glad you saw the benefit of them too.
Yeah, not with fucking Desert running wild. Damn. Never mind. Yeah, it's kind of like a second ball lightning in a way if you get lucky.
Right, and they're kind of like deserts are hit or miss in X Point. I mean, you do see a ton of them compared to everything else, but it's more so the slower control decks will pump out deserts. So anything aggro, anything you want to race, I think it's fair game to stick those in there.
But so City in a Bottle's allowed an X Point?
Yeah, that's a point card.
Yeah, so that's kind of rough for the desert. Play more Arabian lands, I guess.
Right, yeah, so deserts and cities get eaten up.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like X Point. It's good for me because I play such bad decks that having less decks that are gonna mind twist me on like turn 1 is just
Right.
lets me feel I at least get to play my deck a bit more.
Yeah.
Exploit. I get to like turn 6 before I die instead of turn 3.
Yeah.
Joe, did you play X Point at the Thrash Bash at the bar night, or was everybody just playing Ante that night? I didn't get around to playing it, but
Yeah, I just played Ante. That was my real first go at Ante, and I loved it so much. So
oh man, it's so
we
much fun.
changed the ban list after playing you. Demonic Consultation.
Yeah, demonic consultation.
I heard you guys talk about that. No, I only played with one, man.
Oh, you
really?
did?
It was
Yeah.
so good when you
Yeah, because I
played.
heard you say that. You were like, oh, he, like every time he was just ripping a new hymn or whatever, and I was like, oh,
You just
no.
had that
Yeah.
many hymns then, I guess, man.
Yeah.
You, dude, I was feeling so good until I beat you, or until I played you. Holy shit, your deck was gross, dude.
I played
Well-
one too. Did you play Pox or were you playing
Yeah.
Necro?
I
Yeah.
played Pox.
What were you playing, like Pox Reanimator with? No.
Just
Oh.
Pox.
I wish I would have played you at Ante. I don't think I. Maybe I did. I don't remember.
I don't know if we did or not. I don't think we did.
Yeah.
So I had kind of just a quick leg up because Alan Finney and I rode with Alan to Kumite in like May, and he was talking. I was like, "Oh, you guys are big into Alpha Alliances," and I was like, "Tell me about it." And so I got like probably a good 3 or 4 hour master class. And he was first. He was like first Gorilla Shaman. And I was like, okay. And he was like, and then build your deck around that. I was like, okay. And then he was just going off with all these different archetypes, and like, I mean, my mind was just like, because all the I wouldn't have thought like the cards from Ice Age, Homelands, and Alliances would really shape old school that much differently. And he's like, oh, if you want to have some fun, get some Storm Cauldrons, because then you can add Fast Bond, and you got your Mox, and you can, if you want to go unlimited mana, like you can do that. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And then he's like, I said something to him. I was like, I need to throw together A deck, and he was like, yeah. He was like, here's a couple. They're both like kind of Pox oriented. And I was like, oh, I love Pox. And,
Yeah.
So it's just like the 8 Pump Knights. I think I had 2 of Black Knights, and then Hippies, and then Hymns. Demonic Consultation, and yeah. So it was really nasty of a deck. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Me and Rom are trying to build Pox and Ante right now. We've been
Yeah.
brainstorming weird. Did you just play 2 Pox? Or did you play how many Pox? It's like more of a burn spell in your deck in a way.
3 or 4. Well, and I kind of forgot how to play it because I was doing like I was like, oh, first turn I'll Dark Grit and Pox. I'm the only one with land out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, that was a bad
Yeah,
idea.
you can't. Yeah, Dark Red into it's not good. I never really learned how to play it, but it's a mean card, man.
Yeah.
I don't know the right way to play. It just has like a lot of text. It does ridiculous
Yeah.
shit.
You're like, I don't know, fucking get rid of all your shit, and
Yeah,
you're
it's-
like almost dead now. I think. I don't know.
At least the 30-year shit's done for.
Yeah.
I got it right here, so I'll tell you how many Pox I run. It's either 3 or 4. I know it's not 2. It's like
Yeah, I got a bunch of anti decks that are just kind of anti-black, like the slight, just you can just destroy like a good. It since it's so prevalent, and
Yeah.
some of those knights and everything. So it kind of keeps Jason in check because he would just ram me over forever, just running Necro. This is only anti deck. And the guy I played with the most, and it was kind of annoying to go and lose 10 games and then win 1 or something. So that made some black hate, and you can definitely crush some of those. But yeah, I think the box is super strong. Necro's really good.
Yeah.
Um,
Necro's
I
killer.
wish I hadn't forgotten my backpack at home that night, but
oh, that's right. Yeah, you came and I have nothing.
had 7 anti decks ready to go. Left them all at home.
Yeah, I was really
Yeah.
looking forward to playing all your anti decks because I was watching you build them online. And
yeah.
shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
the protection.
I had a few
from
ideas. I
fire-
don't even think people are trying. I think it's a great format. It's just so huge, the card pool, and
Yeah.
there's some weird ass shit in there too. I really like it. I mean, I could probably put a lot of energy into that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do run all
that's
4.
All 4.
oh yeah,
Damn, just
yeah.
tons of damage then.
Yeah, so I curve out at 3. I think I have like 1 or maybe 2 discs just to blow the board if
Yeah.
I'm way behind. But yeah, other than that, it's 1, 2, 3.
Well, like he said, there's a lot of good black hate cards, but I don't think anything stops Pox because you can't circle protection black it, right? Because it's loss of life.
Yeah, because it's loss of life and sacking and shit.
Damn,
There's that
dude.
night that you can pay 2 life to counter a black spell,
Yeah,
something like
Northern
that. So you
Paladin?
just start,
the Sacred
yeah, you
Torch.
just start countering black stuff, which is kind of annoying. But I think it costs 4, so it's it can be a
does.
little
That costs 3. It's a 3 mana too.
3 mana, yeah. But and then I got slight for whatever else there might be plans for mono red. Also, it's pretty good against mono. Just a lot of-
Psychic Purge, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I saw
kills
somebody was
the
running a Fungusaur deck on one of these and had like 4 Psychic Purge and Fungusaur. I'm like, that's
That's a good idea.
yeah. So if it's
Yeah,
not
you can
doing
ping
it,
it.
you can always ping it for one,
Yeah.
and it's like it's like the perfect home for it.
Dude, I think I'm gonna take an oath with you guys that the next Magic tournament we go to, I'm gonna play Fungusaur. I think I need to just full
Dude,
send it.
There's a sweet card then. There's several cool. Like I like my Fungusaur deck in Alpha Alliances. It
It's
doesn't
actually
win a lot, but I like it. But there are a lot. There's a billion like cantrips that do 1 damage, and
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
that weird bee when you kill something does 1 to everything and makes another one or something. I don't know, there's just all these things that can make Fungusaur go nuts.
Crazy.
I don't know. I again I made a deck. I was gonna try to make it work. I haven't tried it out yet. I got more decks than I got time. This is my Orktober deck that I haven't had a chance to even play. But oh shit, here we go. Yeah, so for Orktober, it's mainly the unstable
Primordial
mutations.
Ooze.
So yeah, if you slap a unstable on a primordial ooze, the counters counteract each other. So the ooze gives it +1, the unstable takes 1 off of it, so it just stays a 4/4 or whatever if you can get that going, which is kind of cool. This thing gives your attack. The other thing that's great with unstable is you play it on your opponent's shit and then move it with enchantment alteration after they get the -1 counters. You swing it to your thing and the -1 counter stays on their thing. It really confuses people when you're like, why did you just give my dude a +3? And then on my upkeep, your Bird of Paradise and takes a -1 and then move it over to my guy when you attack. And I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. I like this one, and it's got the couple gauntlets to pump up the little dudes. Haven't played it yet. On the ride home, we were all about the brute, and I'm like, I need to make a brute deck. So this is what I came up with for Orktober.
Yeah, Joe, sorry, you play good Magic. This is what our decks look like here in Cincinnati.
No, I love this stuff. It's so exciting when I see this stuff go off in front of me, especially when it's just beating the shit out of me. I'm so happy.
Dude, that card Living Armor is sick, right?
Yeah, Living Armor's the serious
Dude.
stuff. Hang on, well, shit, what happened?
Get into serious
Sorry.
stuff, yeah.
And then I also made this deck, which has got 3 Righteousness, Jaboo, and it's all about Creature Bond. So you put Creature Bond on their creature,
right,
and you attack them with something that's going to kill it, and you give it +7, so they take whatever. And you got these guys, and now they're afraid to block because they got freaking Creature Bonds, so you can take their artifacts. This feels like a fun one too. This is something else I've made that I haven't had a chance to play.
I like that.
So yeah, you just lure like him, and then you Creature Bond their shit and hit it with a Righteousness or something like that. So
you should play like one Spirit Link, because if you can, you could put Spirit Link on a birds and then Righteousness block with the birds and gain 7.
Well, I got the Diamond Valleys, so
shit, it's the same thing.
Yeah, so that's kind of my out, whatever it is. I can. It just makes your opponent not want to freaking do anything. Like, what do I do here? Do I attack into Abu Jafar, or is he gonna block and gain 8, or what's going on? So
isn't it the card that's like It's like a dude fighting like 1,000 big ghosts. It costs one.
Yeah. 1,000 whatever it is. Yeah.
I don't. What is that card? It's like you can use it with a Bujafar to make all of their attacking creatures go to 1 or whatever.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. It's cool art too. It's really hard to make work. I don't know. This is almost an alpha deck. I was like, because like all this shit, a lot of this shit's alpha. I got the creature bonds in alpha. But then I was like, this is kind of a cool deck. So I've made this too, and then freaking Sorcery came out with a new expansion, and we haven't played Magic for like 3 weeks. So
no.
But
yeah, that's kind of where I've been.
It's all good. We're still having fun, so whatever. Have you played that game at all, Joe? You have any idea what that is?
So yes, the local game store we play at, the guy after we played I think pre-modern one night and playing old school after, and he comes by and he goes, "Here, open these," and he was like, "This is beta for Sorcery," and I think he gave a couple of us maybe like 6 packs, and so we looked. I was looking through the art and I was like, "Okay, this is cool." And then I talked to my son who was home on college break. I said, "Hey, on college break, do you want to learn how to play this game?" He's like, "Yeah." So I went, and then I bought the mat. I spent like another $200. I bought the mat. I bought all the other stuff at another place, and I was like, "Okay, this is going to be awesome." And I was like, "You're going to have to help me learn how to do it." And we just never did it. That was last year.
That was last year. Yeah.
That's cool though. It's fun. It would be a cool game to play competitively, maybe.
When they put at LobsterCon, they had a big event, a Sorcery event.
Oh, they did.
The Beast of the Bay are really pushing this 2-headed dragon they invented, which is like a 4-player version of it. Looks kind of cool. They did just change the rules, so the new set you're supposed to have 50 cards and 30 lands or whatever, and it's like an 80 card. I hate it because I like to spike these weird, spice these super weird cards, and the bigger the deck gets, it's really hard to build around a one of.
Yeah.
So
80 card old school deck or something. It's the same thing as an 80 card old school deck.
Yeah, so no one wants to play 80 cards. So we've been dabbling with the idea of 23-24 in the of an old school format where we just keep the old 40 card deck and 20 lands. 40-20. It's 40-20 and it's called 23-24. Those Eric came up with the name. I'm like, shit, that's good, man. Everyone's like 394. We're 23-24. So I don't know. I'm okay with it right now. I'm playing the 50-30 thing. It's fine. Then they said they want to do like 60-40, like 100 card deck, and you're gonna fucking have a 6 one-offs that you'll never get to play. I mean,
what is the shit, Commander?
Yeah,
right, that's what I was thinking.
I literally bought an unlimited time walk at Thrash Bash, played the entire day and never played it once. That's a 60 card deck and an entire event, and I was so pumped. Like, this is gonna be my good luck charm. Ben Rebel brings it over. I'm all excited, ready to jam this thing. Never do it the entire day. So that's 60. Now you freaking bump it to 80 and you expect me to pull the random amoeba with a land deed and put some spirit boots on it and run across. I'm like, no, that shit's never gonna happen. It's so annoying to me. It's funny because it's not that I want to be competitive. It's that I want to not be competitive.
Yeah.
And I want to build a dumbass
you just want to
giant
play the
deck or
cards
something, And it's like, you can't build giants when you gotta have 500 cards, and it's kind of expensive. You can go buy everything to fill your deck up too. So anyhow, I'm kind of I'm an old schooler. I'm like, fucking make our own format. I'm not going to be going to any major tournaments. We'll just play it the way we like it.
I want to be shameless real fast. I did start a Sorcery YouTube channel.
That's
Barbaric Eric, Eric with a K with 3 exclamation marks. Please check it out. It's really bad, but it's about the quality. If you like this podcast, you're gonna probably fucking love this podcast.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, you're one of the few subscribers. I think I got 7 views in like 24 hours. How long did it take for you to start getting a lot of views on your stuff, Joe?
I hope in the next year or 2 I'll start getting a lot of views.
I mean, I don't know. That's like you have half the old school community watching your stuff.
I mean, kind of. Yeah, you're right. I do.
Dude, you got 85 views on this freaking Sorcery deck. That's pretty good, Eric, for a channel with 3 videos.
Yeah, I'm going.
That's honestly solid. I mean, if you're
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I thought that adding Mr. Beast to the one I dropped 22 hours ago would have upped the viewers. Conan laser eye shooting Mr. Beast.
Yeah, no, that's so good. I love the intro of that. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know why. Every time I'm kind of making fun of like other people that do set reviews of other games. They always make that face like, oh, like I got that face. But it's like yeah, kind of making fun of that. But
that's Conan shooting Mr. Beast.
Yeah, that's Barbarian Blast, dude. Barbarians destroying nerds. That's the deck tech.
Barbarian Blast. I have not listened to this yet. I apologize.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I'll have to.
I want to do the same thing Joe does, dude. It's honestly Joe's the influence of it, dude. It's just like more people should make content like that because if you're into weird things that are not very popular, like old school or sorcery or whatever you're into,
absolutely,
dude. Like I played classic World of Warcraft. That's a really small group of people, and like when someone makes content, I've literally seen every one of their videos. I could see him in public and probably know him better than he knows himself. It's like, people, if you're into something weird, you should record it so that other people can check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I wish there was even more old school. I know Farmstead stepped away like 7-10 months ago.
Oh, is he not making videos anymore?
He said he had another project that would take up too much of his time. So
bummer. I like this shit.
Yeah, no, he's great. Like, so all those guys are there. I think they're obviously way better than me.
Talk about soothing voices. His like soothing Norwegian voice is very.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it crushes me when we don't get any more of those.
Yeah.
Dude,
so
your videos honestly time walk, man. I was in the car for like 3 hours the other day, just listening to your shit. I started driving on a back road, and I start glancing at my phone. I'm like, man, I'm there. All right.
Yeah. You got like the lo-fi beats going on and shit.
Yeah.
Is that the Ebb? You told me that's the Eben band that made that beat.
Well, so the guy that sent me the Evan Band sticker or patch, he did make that beat. Yeah.
So cool, dude.
Yeah. So he's out of California, and I think he's either finishing up a master's in music or he's got his master's in music. I think he's finishing up, and then he's made a few instruments. And he reached out to me. I'd only done a couple videos, and he was like, can I do music? And I was like, who is this guy? And he was like, I was like, yeah, we can try whatever, just see how it is. And then we did like a Facebook kind of chat, and Joel's his name, super nice guy. And he sent it back, and he played it on the Facebook thing we did, video conference. And I was like blown away. I was like, holy shit, dude. I was like, you're for real, like know how to do things. I was like, yeah, send that over here. So he was nice enough. He did 2 different beats. One's like a bass only that I do in the opening, and then the other one's the kind of like sounds like the background of a video game.
What's the Nintendo 007 game? It's
GoldenEye?
GoldenEye?
That's GoldenEye, yeah.
But isn't there another goal? It's a different one.
There is no other one.
It has the music. It sounds very similar to it. I think about every time.
That's the GoldenEye in the background of like the darker,
I think
cave map. Maybe they're all the same.
Oh, that was a good game.
Oh, shit, yeah. It's not GoldenEye. It's something else. Is it Perfect Dark?
Oh, that was a game too.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, hey, can I plug the?
No, it was GoldenEye. No, you're right. Sorry.
You gotta plug our. All the listeners are here. Go ahead.
Yeah, the 2v2 Cup in St. Louis.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about that. Yeah, because this is kind of cool. I don't think I can make it, but I do want to know about it and try to promote a little bit. So yeah, fill me in.
So I Noah Steinbaum, who was at the house there that night.
Yeah, he was the guy that did all the packs, and I mean he's a young guy, but man, is he high energy and motivated. He's really wanting to.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm glad. People, I see them complain on the Orb, or they'll make a comment like, "Oh, there's nothing around me," and all I ever tell them is, the field of dreams. If you build it, they will come. So
Yeah.
he put this together February 1st in St. Louis. They're doing a bar event the night before on January 31st, some AAA, and then they're doing a draft too. So he's going to do his packs, and then they're altering cards. So I think maybe Hurling Minotaurs, like either one cheaper to cast, or it's now 2-4 or something like that. But it's a ton of cards like that. They're going to alter up, do a draft, drink some libations and play some old school, and then the main event is a 2v2. He said it's not two-headed giant because you guys don't go at the same time. You can't block for each other, or you can block for each other, but there are some rules to it. If you have that flyer,
he sent me a link to Discord, but it's expired, so I don't know.
Okay. Let me try and shoot you the flyer too here in a minute. But anyone that can make it out. I think 48's a cap right now. He's already rented the venue. They're nice big rectangular tables that can sit four. And I think he's about 20 in, so hopefully he'll fill it up. I really hope they do. I'm trying to plug it out there so people at least know about it, because that's why the only downside about old school is you got the Discord servers and you got a couple like maybe Facebook groups, but other than that, like I didn't know about the Battle for the Ohio until I met you guys. Like that's
it's because you're not in Ohio, man. I don't know. I did have a thought, like I don't know, what if we opened up and like did surrounding states or something? I don't know if that's a
you have to
idea. That's a bad idea.
Technically, you're not allowed to play in that, unfortunately.
Well, this is
You
bullshit.
can come to all of our other events, but not the Battle for Ohio.
Now we get several of us that are sneaking over the border from Kentucky. So, yeah, I was gonna say, we could probably pull in.
You could definitely come. I really whack here.
Yeah, Battle for Ohio is pretty legit. If you don't mind the backwoods, nowhere, no cell phone service,
even
kind
better
of stuff. But
yeah, into it.
We're gonna
I've been talking to Noah.
Guys, by the way.
I've been talking to Noah about that event on Discord sometimes. It sounds really cool. I got to reread the rules about that 2v2 a little bit, I think, to get hipper on it.
Yeah.
So are you supposed to show up with your partner? Or are you going to be getting us, switching people all the time? I wasn't quite sure.
No, he will ask you if you have a partner. If you do, that's who you are going to play with for all the rounds. If not, inside that Discord server, there's a place, and he's there. He's got that link to hop in the Discord server. But if you don't have a partner, you go to that Discord server and just say, "Hey, I'm looking for a partner," and you can match with someone. I've seen some people in there already matching up. So if you don't have a partner, no big deal. And Noah even said, "Hey, if it comes down to it, I'm going to play if someone's shy a partner. If someone doesn't show up day of or is just missing one, he'll hop in and play with whoever." But yeah, you can. I think you can create some really crazy decks, especially when you get two of you working together.
So what do you say? I mean, what makes you allowed? What makes for crazy decks?
I mean, I think you can go. And so the other thing is, it's not a 4-strip event because that'd be 8 strips per team essentially.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I mean, you could go all in on land destruction. You can go all in
because you're not limited. Because I actually played a two-headed giant a long freaking time ago. It's kind of funny. I think we were at Origins in Columbus, and we thought the event was over, and so we signed up for another event. And then if you lost round 1, you just got like invited back to round 2, and we're like, "Oh shit, we're still in this other event." So then we started swapping people out. Like, Eric, weren't you Brandon or something? I don't even fucking remember what was going on. It was a complete clusterfuck, but it was supposed to be the two of you had combined, like 4 ofs. Well, these guys were just like running us over, and that's what they had, like, 4 strip, and you're just like, wait a minute, you fucking are cheating. But no one really knew much about two-headed giant. Like, we didn't even know that we made it past the first round. We kept playing. It was a complete nonsense event. But like you say, yeah, if both of you are allowed the full card pool times 2, yeah, it's pretty nasty,
yeah.
If you're both on Field of Dreams Millstone, you're pretty
Yeah.
solid chance of getting Field of Dreams out there. You know what I mean? It's like doubled that up. And
Exactly.
yeah, I dig that. That's pretty cool. Okay, now I see what you're saying about this. This is cool,
I
yeah.
think I know the best deck though, because I
What
kind
is
of
it?
Eureka.
Yeah,
Well,
you
yeah,
guys kind of
yeah,
Eureka the two-headed giant about for Ohio and destroyed.
I've played Two-Headed Giant before, and it was Eureka was unstoppable, dude. It was.
Well, imagine that you built, Eric, but both of you had Eurekas.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I mean, you're going to hit a
I
Eureka
don't
like
think I
that.
would. I think I
Yeah.
played. I wouldn't play both people playing Eurekas. I just play one deck playing Eureka with Ramp, and then the other deck playing counter spells and big creatures.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that seems super good.
Yeah, because that's what you and your partner there, I think it was Brendan, like, he just said, "Here, Brendan, just hold this." It was just a deck of giant creatures.
It was.
And he's like, just drink beer until I play Eureka. And then
Yeah,
you
my
just freaking,
friend-
holy shit, when it went off, it was
Creatures
over,
in
man. Because he had 7 of the biggest freaking things in the game. And you're like, oh shit, yeah, you can't do anything about this.
There's there's no way to cast, and he had a few lands in Ivory Towers because I knew he'd have
Yeah,
some cards in his hand. So a few ways to get Ivory Tower out. And I'm like, just fucking drink beer and pass the turn. Don't even.
And control magic. That was what sucked.
Yeah,
It was
because
the damn control magics that could suck it. Because I thought I had a chance, and then after his like third trike and then the Shivan, and then he just like 2 control magics. I'm like, you gotta be shit, man. You're like, that's
I
crazy.
think that also.
That's
I
fucked
think
up.
when I say I think that it's the same deck, but also All Hallows Eve is also in what I would say the best deck. I think All Hallows Eve and Eureka are the same thing, but you could play if both of you are playing 8 Bazaar or Baghdad's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be
You
sick.
can, you can sideboard against Graveyard. You can't sideboard against Eureka though.
Truth.
So in this 2v2, are you guys have a shared life total like a 2-headed giant? You both.
No, so you each get 20 life, and if your partner dies, he's out, but you're still playing.
Okay.
I can't send you another invite. They do have the rules in there. I just sent to Eric though. But yeah, so yeah, everyone has their own. In the turnstiles are going to go. Whoever wins the roll, that person will go first. And then someone from the other team's going to go second, and then back to your team third.
Oh, it looks like it. What's it called? What the hell's this name?
That's the 2-headed giant.
Frisia Cup?
Mythology or whatever.
Yeah, forest giant, whatever.
That our entire company is based on Roman mythology, but I think that's actually Greek. I think that's Greek. The 2-headed giant is Greek.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to freaking make a podcast about this.
All right, so what if? Okay, so back to the reanimator theme in this though. If the old strategy, I don't play anything turn 1 and I discard a fucking Lord of the Pit or whatever. That is
Oopsie.
bad often. But if your 2-headed giant partner is continuing to play the game, and they're like, play a land, my partner next to me doesn't do anything and drop Shivan Dragon. The animate dead on the Shivan Dragon turn 2 seems a lot better now.
Oh yeah, sure.
If that makes sense. Because you're still, half of you is still playing the lands and doing things while the other dude's just discarding shit.
So the other thing is no table talk, and you can't share what you can't see. You're not supposed to see what your opponent has.
No,
Like
really?
that.
Yeah.
No. That's the fun of 2-headed giant is like telling your dumb friend he's doing it wrong.
Giant arguing back and forth. Hey, no, fuck you. You're supposed to fucking discard the Shivan Dragon. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
That's
that's
sweet.
No. I feel that's a miss. I'll be on the record
no,
for that.
right? I'm gonna go to Discord right now and say it's a huge mistake not allowing.
Yeah, you gotta talk to your partner. What's really gonna happen? I mean, you're just gonna do dumb things you wished hadn't.
I'm gonna bring a taser and tase the motherfucker that talks to their partner.
Oh, all right. Well, at least it's an option now. So at least you can talk to him.
Dude, okay, how about
but whatever.
You play
What kind of voltage are we talking about this taser? Is this a serious one or?
The amps are low. The amps are low.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, see, it's worth it. Just
dog
get one
shot
of those
dog
salt
collar
guns
things?
that you shoot flies with, and if you get caught, you just pow and just shoot them in the face over and over, and just see who just deals with it all day or something, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone wears a dog collar, and if you want to talk to your opponent,
Yeah.
you get zapped.
That's it. Yeah.
Your opponent gets the guy on the other side of the table gets the shocker, and you're wearing the collar. And if you want to talk to him, yeah, you're probably gonna get zapped.
Yeah.
That would be a hell of an event.
That's an event, man. I might freaking skip my birthday and all that shit.
I'll do
Just come
that.
out here.
Yeah.
This is cool.
If
Yeah, that's really cool.
Joe, so sometime we're gonna do an event and you gotta come to it. So you gotta bring the camera stuff, and I want to do a social experiment, and we're gonna record this. We're gonna play a two-headed giant game where one head of the giant is blind, while the other head of the giant is deaf, and then fighting each other like one blind giant. Wouldn't that be insane? You're like grabbing your opponent's hand, because I think the opposite.
You gotta control the card the guy plays and stuff.
You're like, you do this one, and like you start arguing back and forth. Like, I don't fucking know which one I'm supposed to do. I'm blind, motherfucker. And it just starts getting out of control, like literally fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
One blind and like one blind guy, and then I guess how do you do deaf? You can't do deaf.
Well, Rob's halfway to blind with this.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, cool. Well,
Ran into the choking the chicken and ran into something, I guess.
chasing my chicken.
Chasing the chicken around, yeah.
yeah, I think we gotta all tell Noah that the no table talk thing that's crazy.
Don't start with a taser, dude. I don't know, man. I don't think this is a
The
negotiable.
taser sounds fun.
But I
It's
do
gonna
love
be.
that about 2-player, and like we did 3-player at the Battle for Ohio, and then just like the guy in the middle could talk to either side, but the sides couldn't really talk to each other, and it was kind of fun. I mean, there were definitely games where it was like everyone's leaning in, and we're all like part of that same like central game or something. Like, no, what if you do this? And there was a couple really cool, like, hold the side blast, because if he doesn't have the bullet, you win. And it's like we talk it all out and everything, and then he didn't have the bullet, you fucking win, and it was like awesome. And it was a team experience that was exciting. So I don't know. That's what I like about 2-headed stuff, or 3-headed is the camaraderie.
I'm with you. I would. Or there's a small group of us that get together and do that. People I grew up with playing. So yeah, we'll sit down and do the 2-headed stuff, and talking is great, planning it out, and then next thing you know, your opponents are doing something wild. So I'm 100% with you, but I did not design or put together this event. I've done, I'll say, next to zero work other than mention it in the video and shooting out to a bunch of people just to say, hey, come on out. But so it's his deal. I'm sure he'll figure it out, and I'll just show up to it and see how it goes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm in now. I'm gonna blast him like, dude. You got to
Do it. Drop him.
Yeah, come on. You got to talk, man.
Yeah.
Awesome idea. Oh, what the?
He's changed some things, because at first it was supposed to be
Badlands?
random. Yeah. He did that for
No, some kind of like young crypto billionaire or some bullshit. He just always, I mean, this guy's.
I think he's a real estate agent.
Okay.
St. Louis.
Oh yeah, he was talking about that. That's not. He was. Yeah, he had a funny story about getting taken to court or something recently.
Oh, really? Well, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Nothing funnier than court.
Yeah. Pull up his mugshot.
Har.
I mean, he had a, he was dealing with it well. It'd be, people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you'll have to definitely let us know how that goes. Are you gonna record there? I don't know if you can record 2-headed giant. It's kind of hard.
I'm gonna try. We'll figure something out. He did
Sweet.
want to try that. So, yeah, I hopefully I can just keep making into a bunch of stuff and then throw it up on the channel.
Sweet.
Do you just kind of set up your gear, hit record. After a match, you go over, stop it, fire it up again, and walk away, and then deal with it all when you get home, or
if things go really well, that's what happens.
Otherwise, you just let it run the entire event, and you just have
Sometimes it's like, oh fuck, I didn't hit record.
Oh, well, that's that. Yeah.
I would do that every fucking time, dude.
I am recording this, right? All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I had Thrash Bash. The final round, which was round 5, didn't record. So I don't know if OBS failed or if I just didn't hit record. I blamed it on OBS immediately though. I was like, I think it stopped after like 3 seconds. And it could have been me just hitting record twice. It's tough to tell.
OBS is the software you use or whatever? Is that what it's called? Or?
Yeah, that's just so I can,
Okay.
it just picks up the camera feed and records. So, yes, that is the software that I use.
That's free. You can record your screen with it too. That's what I use to make the videos.
What do you make those cool
That's all I
little
use.
animations with of the guys getting like burned by fireballs and shit? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's my son's game. It's like people. Oh damn it! You're supposed to send me the list of questions before we started.
We
Yeah. Well, again, fucks given is 0. And
I know I get it.
quality out 0.
It's on Steam. You'll have to give me a minute, but I can find it. He used to
But
play
it's
this.
a game you're just like pulling some screenshots from or whatever. Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
and you're killing
that's fair enough.
NPCs nonstop. Well, you're doing it, so that's like the trike. I don't know if you've seen my trike.
Yeah. That's what I'm yeah.
Yeah, and it's like so terrible. Like the rocket goes and shoots into 3 people, except it just pushes them back, and the rocket goes over the top of their head. And I was
Yeah.
like, damn it. So I mean, this is like live. I'm like, new rocket launcher, shoot again, and same deal. And then I don't know if it's the second or third trike arm, I think plows into another rocket, and then you see like arms and legs blown back into the screen. So like how it looks like someone like thought that out. It was like, oh, I'm going to be funny and just like not kill him the first couple of times because the trike has 3 arms and then we'll explode them all. No, that's like my poor like decision making and skill at the game of killing the people in the game. And then I was like, well, I got it recorded, so we're good to go here. I'll find the game name though. It's something stupid that he downloaded and just played like nonstop.
Yeah, I show
Oh,
those
there it
animations
is.
to my son all the time. I'm like, check this shit out. It's hilarious.
So you like him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, drops fireball. What we got?
Yeah, there's a fireball. Or you do it with a bolt. You do it with bolts and trikes, right? And orbs.
Right. Yeah, bolts, trikes, fireballs. It's got to hit a creature though, because if it doesn't hit a creature, I don't. There we go. Yeah.
So good.
So I like that the guy stands back up. I didn't kill him well enough.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not dead yet.
Yeah. I'll be back.
No, I
Another
love
cool
that,
game.
man. Yeah.
It's called People Playground.
People Playground. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, so and that's what I was asking him, because it's like a bunch of guns and stuff, and I was like, "Do you?" I was like, "Is there lightning on here?" He's, "Oh, the goblin grenade."
This is a goblin
Oh, yeah,
grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Some
So
of them are
funny.
like, there's like pin poles, it like drops on their head, and then just
Dude,
Yeah.
you put in the work though, Joe. I got the bell for notifications, and on my phone, dude, it's like every day. I'm like, damn, all right, got something to listen to on the way home.
Yeah.
yeah. I try to get out two videos, maybe 3 at most.
Really?
And it's down. I've kind of separated everything out, so it really doesn't take a whole lot of time anymore. Once I have the content, already there, just dropping shortcut. And as you can tell,
You do Adobe or what do you?
shortcut. Yeah,
Shotcut. Okay.
yeah. It's free and it's spectacular for editing anything and
Free and
it's super
spectacular.
easy.
That's pretty rare. I like that. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I watched some of the reviews and they're like, you could literally do like a film or a movie on this, which I think you could. But mine's all super lowbrow, one take. Most of the time, I just have a beer, make a bourbon, and just sit in front of the camera or the mic and just talk as I'm watching it and just
Yeah, because
let
you're
it
kind of
run.
talking over it, which I do like that. I don't know. That's something I haven't.
That's
done
why
much
it's so
of,
good.
but
Yeah, that's why.
That's what's fun about it. Yeah, because watching the games,
Yeah.
whatever. It's kind
Yeah,
of
the
cool.
banter's good. Yeah.
The band, yeah.
Thanks, thank you.
Eric, did Eric show you the time walking video that night?
No, it's,
Your boy Eric here has got some serious fucking chops when it comes to editing videos, and
Yeah, but it's
You're holding out on me?
we did
I
a
need to-
sealed. We're in the middle of like a sealed draft event, a year-long sealed draft event, and it's supposed to be like, right, you go back to the early 90s and it's like you got your first revised starter deck. And the video Eric did as an intro with like the rules and shit is pretty damn hilarious. I'm sure somebody will send it to you.
It's
Oh,
good. Yeah,
man,
it's
I'm gonna
it's
need this.
unlisted because it's got a lot of actual shit you're not supposed to have out there. But oh yeah, I
Yeah.
got it right here. Okay.
So here,
Oh,
I'll tell you this. It has 55 views and it's a private video. So that's how many times like us three have watched the video.
I like it. Yeah, that's good.
I just sent it to you, Joe. Yeah.
Cool.
You got it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't unprivate it on YouTube because I stole like a ton of copyrighted things. But
Yeah, you can't really
it's
get
very
that.
vulgar. I don't if you play it though on here, like it's really choppy when you share the screen and play videos.
Yeah, well, it's not. Yeah, you gotta be in the know to know what you know. But yeah, it's like it's got all the great stuff in it, and then it's got David Bowie and Ron Jeremy. I don't know. You stayed up like all night making this shit too, right? We were just
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, I literally was up to like 3 a.m. I don't know why, dude. I just had the idea at like 9 o'clock at night that the day that I should make this video. And then it just got out of control. But
I think you could let it go, man, because I don't think, even though that's all taken from like movies and stuff, it's not a copyright thing unless you're like just using it, trying to reuse it as
dude,
itself.
if my grandma saw this, my man.
yeah, it might be where at the end where Hulk gets
Not
a
Nana.
blowjob or whatever. It might not be might be bad. I don't know. But,
Yeah,
you gotta listen to all of this, but
Yeah,
I think
it's
my
pretty good.
favorite part is Jason, the anime character. And then
yeah,
it's
when
like,
he
and then he like fuck this. It's just this army like Russian soldiers shooting a machine gun and like metal music comes on.
Yeah.
yeah, and that picture of Jason in that weird hat is like
Jason,
yeah, I don't know where he's got that cat hat from, but it's everywhere we see him. It's always him in that cat hat.
don't ruin it for me. He'll watch it with the video, with the music. 'Cause
Yeah.
I made songs and shit, and it's really good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it, Joe.
I think I will.
I'll have to do another one for at least, I'm going to do one for the end of the event. Or maybe if we do one more, like maybe like the final battle or something, there'll be the Hulk will return. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about the ante, the rules, and everything. Oh, it's pretty good. So
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
definitely check
you
that.
should
I
probably
got
draw a dick on it. I know what it even says, dude. I've seen it. So
Yeah,
many
I know it by
times.
heart too.
When
Yeah,
you get an
I
ante card,
remember
you should
those.
probably draw a wiener on it, right? Is that what
Yeah.
it's called?
yeah.
I just got one of those from Jason in the mail. I bought his one of his time vaults.
Oh,
It was-
dude, it's cool.
I got the dick wrapped in the.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's from him. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some guy, I don't know, magic related, but he got like all these accolades and was on TV, and his name was Seymour Wieners. Seymour Wiener, and he was like this war veteran, and he'd done like all this shit. And like he was like the veteran of the night at some major baseball game, and his name's Seymour Wiener.
That's brutal.
No
I was
way.
like, yeah, they ran like pieces of him in the New Yorker and stuff. Like, oh, good old Seymour Wiener. I'm like, yeah, poor bastard, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jason said he's been signing all of his cards with a dick, right? Is that kind of how he sends everything out now?
Yeah, that's how I got my time vault I bought off from.
Yeah, then you know it's from the giver of magic.
Giver.
Yeah,
Yep.
Give her magic. He's been moving some cards on Discord, man.
He's always moving
Yeah.
shit. I can't tell you how many times I accidentally bought shit from him and on like TCG player, and he's like, "Hey, dude, I got your fucking cards over here." I'm like, "Ah, damn it! I didn't mean to buy from you again." You were
Yeah,
the
he always
low-grade
comes up on
I don't even look at you
TCG when
as
I'm
a
shopping
spy,
for
you
shit.
know?
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, he moves cards, and he's got this mystical wife that freaking helps him with all this shit. I don't even understand it.
How's that work?
I don't know. Every time we're like leaving, he's like, "Yeah, all right, hey, I got like 400 things that need to get shipped out this weekend." He's like, "Okay, honey, I'm gonna take them." Like, the fuck just happened? Like, wait a minute, you're going to play cards in South Bend, Indiana, and your wife is staying in a shit. I can't wrap my head around it every time.
Yeah, that doesn't add up.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
that would not happen in Casa Wells.
In reality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in reality, that's when I knew I'm in the Matrix. I'm like, this shit ain't real.
Yeah.
But then fucking AI. I get it now. I understand it.
It's a damn cat head.
Yeah.
Do you know where to find like old the Magic Dojo? Is that, I mean, that's not still up, is it? Like articles and stuff? The Magic Dojo, I think, is gone, right? Or there's a classic.
There was
No, there's a
archived.
Magic Dojo. All right, there's a classic thing on here. We've
They
been
archived
messing
one
with
of the old websites. I know that that you can still get to, and I don't know if it was the dojo or what it was, but
we've been messing with this new AI Google Notebook LM. I don't know if you mess with this at all. It's the most mind fuck. I mean, I sat there with my mouth hanging open. And I've sent it to other people, and their mouths are hanging open. It's just the craziest. It just, I mean, at this point today, I'm like, I don't think I have a job in like 6 months. AI is out of fucking control. You just give it like up to 50 sources. But so we're just fucking around. I just grab like a PDF of something. I just send it over, hit a button, makes a freaking podcast. It's like 15 minutes long. God, you can't tell it's not real people. They're talking about fucking everything. I mean, what's you did a sorcery one today, Eric?
Oh,
what
yeah.
did you use
I
for the
haven't listened
sorcery?
to it.
Just like some YouTube video or something?
One YouTube video.
One YouTube video. Yeah, and she's like, oh yeah, it's like getting a foil Pokemon card and all this stuff. Like it's unfucking believable. It's so out of control. And I was just fucking around. I found a PowerPoint on vacuum in a particle accelerator, and the PowerPoint was so complicated I couldn't understand a fucking thing. I just uploaded it, made a podcast. I totally understand how to make a vacuum in a particle accelerator now. It's the craziest thing. So I really want to get some old magic theory from '96 and pump it in there and just start making podcasts because
that would be good.
Oh yeah, it's great. I mean, listening to him talk about the sorcery stuff was blowing my mind.
I talked about what I was talking about earlier about the sheets of like some cards being unique, some cards being elite. Like it literally talked about the finances to what.
Yeah. They were all hung up on that. They're like, this is kind of wild, man. So some are some uniques are more rare than others. This doesn't make any sense.
Because I'm trying to figure out right now from they picked up that from a dude's set review. It's crazy.
But it's not hard to use at all. Just go to Google Notebook LM. You need a Google name.
I want to do it.
We can make one about fucking Joe's podcast right now. I'm gonna fucking do it.
Do you want to talk about do it and it'll talk? Yeah. Just take his videos and then it'll make a podcast like. And then
it's gonna make a podcast
and earn him off of a Black Lotus. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It sounds so real. It's like two people talking perfect.
Damn it.
It makes no sense. So let's pick a video here.
Well, my only experience with AI is I tried to make some commercials for the Orb when I first started doing this, and I was trying just to have it do a drawing. So I was like referencing like Shivan Dragon or Urnum, and it made shitty stuff like just grade D material.
I'll make you anything you want. If you have like a request, if you want like a alternative Shivan Dragon artwork getting crushed by an orb, I can make that for you.
But see, that's what I was looking at. That's what I was asking it to do.
URL.
I'll make that
like garbage back to me.
Dude, I'll totally do that.
I like your guys. You guys do those commercials.
Yeah, that's just fun. I mean, when I was screwing around with stuff, it's always been fun until this thing came along and just fucked my world up. And I'm like,
everything.
Yeah, I literally sent it to like one of the guys I work with, and his wife's like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, this is too much. And he couldn't listen to it all. And it was a dumb, just work document I made 15 years ago. And I just drug it in and said, make a podcast. And that left him speechless to the point his wife questioned what was wrong with him.
Damn it.
And yeah, so it's insane. It is really, but for whatever reason, it's not like it. Oh, YouTube. Oh, here we go. There we go. All right, insert that. And let's, is it enough sources? Damn.
Oh, so I forgot one quick story. When I was at LobsterCon, when I was getting ready to take one of those photos the night before whatever tournament day it was. My buddy here in Kentucky, that's in the playgroup, sent me a text message late at night, and he was like, "There have been hands talking about you." I was like, "What?" So we got to put this on now. So when I was taking that photo, I was listening to you guys talk. About Thrash Bash. So I thought that was pretty funny.
That's pretty good, man.
It's how you got to do it. It's your new deck photo.
Yeah,
series.
that's your style, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not letting me make a video, just strictly YouTube.
Really? I didn't say.
I know. I don't know why. I threw 2 orbs in there now. It's not letting me do it.
Maybe the
Here's
rules
what I
haven't
can make.
changed.
If you look, these are all AI artworks I made of magic cards. Sorry, there's text over, but I could make that for you.
Yeah, that's some sick stuff. Yeah, I like it.
That's Nicole Bolas. I made him a
guys
demon. It looks pretty cool. The
Yeah.
guy reading the book.
Yeah.
What's the ass from? Is that that's Daryl over there? Or what is
Daryl
it?
Lord, dude. Daryl Lord's funny.
Daryl's got a pretty nice ass for a dude.
Yeah, for
I mean,
Darylor, I would expect it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Dude, I
gross
wonder what
looking creature.
Abomination's ass looks like.
Oh,
I can do it for you if you want.
You really want to know if you're really into that shit.
Dude, what if it's like taut and supple and nice? You never know.
Well, the other day I was getting a tattoo over the weekend at in my friend's basement, and I had my phone hooked up to the aux cord, so I used Suno and made a punk rock song about getting the tattoo in the basement and just played it.
let's see.
And he's like, "What the fuck is this song?" It's like, Joey's giving me a tattoo in his dirty ass basement, drinking a fucking twisted tea. Why the fuck are you drinking at 1 p.m., dude? And he's like, "What is this song? How the fuck did you do that?" It just blew his mind, as well as I'm crying, getting the most painful tattoo I've ever gotten. He's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
I
And I
gotta
was
check
making
this
a
out.
song. Yeah, it's pretty cool for music, but the logos and stuff would be perfect. If I can help, I can, or just show you how to do it. It's pretty easy, honestly.
No,
But,
I think so. That's the other thing with the orb. I wanted to include everyone. So
Yeah, dude.
anyone that has any good ideas, like I always want them coming in. If you come up with something awesome, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm with you. Let's talk outside of this, and maybe we can
Yeah, dude.
like jam up a commercial or something to add in. Because you guys
Dude.
do some awesome commercials. I want to add something like that
Oh, yeah.
back in mind. Magic related commercials, you know.
Yeah. Have you ever seen there's like an old, it's almost like it was at this old tournament. It wasn't an old tournament, but it was like a newer tournament. They filmed it on like an old camera, and they played like unsleeved. Like it was like a final round of like a Lords of the Pit tournament or something. And they talk like it was the 90s.
Or are you
You ever-
talking about Lotus, Land Lotus Gin or what?
Yeah.
Land Lotus Juzon?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They're talking like, have you ever seen this Underworld Dreams? This he calls this the trick deck. It's a combo that few people know about. Like it looks
Yeah.
like from the 90s.
It's
like,
pretty sweet.
like last year.
Yeah, it's really well done. Also, that when they do the deck tech with the dude that's playing White Weenie and he's talking about Acacian Javelineers or whatever, and he's like
That's a
doing
new
the
card.
deck tech, and they're all like, "Whoa, it's this mind blowing like combat trick."
New
It's pretty
Fallen
sweet.
Empires card.
Dude, when I played Land Lotus Juzam, that's all I could think about was that. I actually did. I pulled off Land Lotus Juzam, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you did it.
dude, I did the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Did it stick?
Yeah,
Oh, you won then.
I won that. And then
Yeah.
next game, the fucking opponent, Land Lotus. No, he didn't Land Lotus. He did Land Soul Ring, Mox, Juzam. I was like, what? Like, no.
Oh,
No. It was somehow he got a Juzam turn one. Maybe it was dark red. I don't know, but wrecked me. Totally wrecked me. And lost that total thing. But I'm having issues with this.
That's weird. I did it off of a YouTube video super easy today.
Yeah, you need to take some of your decks and play some X point stuff with it. Because that last deck, Brian.
That's the format we really should probably play.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good the other way too. But like, I think you'd see some real results Because I think you even jam a couple of those cards together that are just like terrible, but they work well together. I think that they shine in X points, honestly.
Yeah, I always loved 1.5, which the Beast of Bay did for a little while. I don't know if you played any of that, but that was fun. Or at least love brewing. I always did horrible, but I would always think I had figured out the meta, what it was going to be, and it never was.
Yeah.
Like there was one where they banned all dual lands or something, and I'm just putting all this like acid rain and all this stuff. And, like everyone played every other non-basic. They're all deserts and Fallen Empires land. Like it was no basics. So I'm like, fucking ban duels and there's 2 basics the entire game. It was awful, but I love that kind of stuff. I love anything where I can kind of like brew and create, and which is that's honestly what I'm kind of excited about. Sorcery Rate Next is no meta yet, and I can still do what I think is going to be, and then 6 months from now, when everyone knows what the best cards are, it's not that fun anymore. I just like dicking around and come up with something new.
Yeah. I still don't think there's a meta in X points. I think it's still so wide.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I don't know if there is a true X point meta. I mean, what won it there? It was pretty. I mean, it was kind of a solid.
It was the Team Sped Lion Dib Bull because
Lion Dib Bull is pretty good.
Yeah, Lucas, the guy piloting it is pretty much.
Yeah, he's also being a good player makes a difference, but
yeah.
I couldn't believe how sexy these decks were at LobsterCon. Like all the signed shit, dude. I mean, who's got a play set of signed fish liver roll?
It's so funny. Those are the cards that like your cards no one gets signed that are signed. Like I gotta.
So yeah, here's the Fungasaur deck, which I think is cool.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Timmy's and Trikes. Yeah, that's awesome.
Got 4 Fungasaur and 3 copies of it.
Timmy's.
Trikes, Timmy's, Deserts.
Yeah.
And
that's cool.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a good one.
Fun. As a right in this name.
Yeah. Wonderwall.
I have a picture of that guy playing that deck. I think I just put it up in my last video. I was looking at because he has got a ton of walls. He's got Wall of Swords and what's the other one? Wall of Bone or Spears or whatever the artifact one is.
Yeah. Wall of Spears. I mean, this wall is broken, man. Wall of Swords is
absolutely. Yeah.
And then he's got consecrated land, so when he's keeping something.
Yep.
Which is pretty solid. I like that deck a lot. That's right up my alley.
Yeah.
What we got here? We're sliding Karma.
Karmas. Yep.
Yeah. Hacking. Yeah,
Wait,
you get that right.
One of the two. Yeah. I forget.
No, you would hack it. Yeah.
Hack it. This isn't spice. This is just a fucking amazing deck. Look at this thing.
Yeah, that's top 8. So that was top.
Man.
That was my first video. I think he was round 1.
Turn the camera away. I'm getting excited here. This is sick.
Why do people do that when they play mono red? They play all the dual lands because they're like, we can't, but then it just makes their Felwar stones so much better. Your opponent's Felwar stones are fucking City of Brass. Don't flex it. Don't do it. Just play all out.
Yeah, because he doesn't need it. He could literally be just.
They do it because they just do it, but you
just
shouldn't.
to flex and then give your opponent the best Felwar stones possible.
They're fucking every color. Don't do it.
Yeah,
but your opponent thinks some shit's coming when you. I mean, he spent points on a goddamn emerald.
No, that's good when you have Gauntlet of Might. But
is the guy saying don't do it is the same guy playing the Orcish?
Yeah.
Orcish.
At this point, you should be playing Disenchant the sideboard against Copperhead. He's got the fucking plateau in there. Shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I did.
What's that altar up there?
Goblins.
What's that real heavy altar?
It must be an icier order.
Is it another icy?
Oh.
Probably Order of the Ebon Hand, right?
Yeah.
No, that's an Ice Age Icy Manipulator.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Zoom in. Shit. Freaking computers.
It's all gone to hell.
Smarter than me. Can't fucking zoom. Yeah, it is a Ice Age Icy, I think.
Okay.
6th place. We got Landless Juzam. Yep. I would expect.
That was the final video I just put up today. It was that versus Lucas.
I like the Heliopow on there. That's cool.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, 2 main deck and 2 in the board in that deck.
Land Mox Dark Rit Juzom doesn't have the same ring.
It really doesn't. Yeah, you're not gonna make a YouTube channel with that.
You have this on. You had that White Weenie deck on. That's on your channel. I'll watch that.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep,
I'll
that
watch
was
every White Weenie episode you ever put on. For
Yeah.
sure.
4th place. Goblins, 4th place.
With Animate Dead, dude, it's so good with Ball Lightning and Goblin Grenade.
Oh wow!
I
never thought
heard
about
that from across the room. I think someone animated Dead Ball Lightning to deal the last 5 in.
Dude, it's so key.
Yeah, dude.
One anime dead. That's it. Just one.
It's all you need, dude. 5 damage.
That's all you need.
It's
I
5
think
damage.
so. I
Animate
mean, you'd
Dead
wanna-
does 5 damage in that deck.
Yeah.
It's
You got a
another
wheel. If you're
I
gonna
guess you
splash
can also
black,
animate
though,
a goblin to throw your last goblin grenade too.
The Goblin Grenade. Yeah, it's either a Goblin Grenade or a Ball Lightning. So it's always 5 damage. It's crazy. Or it's a fucking 2/6 Yedwin.
did he put regrowth in there? Why not put like fucking?
Animate Dead. 'Cause
Get
it's,
your grenade back.
you can get your Lightning Bolt back, I
Get
guess.
your animate back. Get your chain. Your lightning bolt. Yeah.
That's sweet.
I
Pretty
guess
good.
if you're gonna run Pendle Haven anyway, then whatever.
3 color green, and he's got 1 silver. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
God, this is stop 4th. Yeah,
I mean that's pretty. That's a pretty sweet goblins list.
You guys
Yeah.
want-
Wait, does he have no point? No, his points are in.
He's got
factory,
Edwin
right?
or Free and shit.
Yeah.
That's
He's
those
got
are-
factory. Yeah, he's got points. He's doesn't come listed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I can get down with that goblins list. I like that.
It's Walmart version of the deck, and
A lot of disrespect for the deck on this channel.
yeah, sorry, man. I
I
don't
really understand. I've built it twice and I've never played it yet. I put it together physically twice and I keep blowing it apart. And I'm like, nope, I won't do it. Oh, so this was unpowered.
Unpowered. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's no Jazam, just
Yeah,
Same
an
here,
8
all
feet
right.
out of 270 or whatever is pretty swinging.
that is good. Yeah, that's a tough crowd
Yeah.
over there, man.
Yeah.
Solid.
Levi Bumgarner, that guy's one of my favorites. Love that dude. He's awesome. Even though he's
Yeah.
playing shops, I'm just gonna ignore that he's on the lame deck. I mean, he went to NutCon, so we'll let him slide.
Come on, dude.
NutCon.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
That's
all.
the event Jason should host.
Look at the name of the card. It's not weakness.
Weak nuts.
Weakness.
Weak
That's
nuts,
funny.
dude. Badass.
That's good shit.
Will has
yeah.
gone full in on the coolest fucking everything.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, he always has some
He's
sick looking cards.
sucks to suck on the bits. That guy's also a legend.
Line dip bolt.
Whatever.
But it's cool to see the first place playing the Order of Leaper, because that's the old team sped what he thought the best deck was from like the 90s, was the Order of Leaper in this version. And
Okay.
that's X point. So that's kind of cool.
Well, we're out of X point now. We're into
Oh, this is
Yeah,
the
this is
actual.
main event.
this is the actual event
What's
here.
the-
Yeah.
Wait, Lion Dip Bolt with Order of Leaper won LobsterCon?
The X point.
Oh, the X point. Okay, so we just got out of it.
Oh, we're still an X point, isn't we?
No, you're the main event now. But
Yeah, I'm in the
line
main
dip
event,
bolt,
right?
Yeah. That's
Sorry.
where the X point stops right there.
So X point stops here. This was
Yep.
first place was
Yeah, okay,
Order
that's X
Reaper and
So wait up, Goblins, that Goblin deck with Yedwin was that in the main
yeah,
event?
that is
No, that's X
high
point.
level finish.
No, that's X point. Joe.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
X point.
Damn,
You're right.
okay. I was
Sorry.
about to be playing Goblins in the next tournament. Shit.
You guys have pipe dreams over there.
We do. We're dreamers.
I like it, but yeah, the stuff, like I said, the stuff you guys are playing, you could do really well with X points. It has the potential, even getting down with kind of out there things, can still do it.
Yeah, these are all just like decks I would never even consider playing. That's why they're all winning. Like, yeah.
Dude, I swear
Yeah.
that when you said that, I was thinking about the card Abomination, about how good that card is. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
how
like,
good Abomination is. I'm like, I ain't
what
playing this
the
shit.
fuck
Yeah.
this shit is.
Well, I got better news. 7-point singleton.
I don't like
I don't
it
need
as
Singleton. I
hard
like
as
to
it
be
is.
able to brew around something.
Yeah,
It's hard to
I
prove.
think. See, this is a hot take, but I feel like Evil Eye Warmth of a Gorm is one of the best creatures next to Wall of Air and X Point. Just because everyone that thinks they're gonna do some cool, spicy spike thing, I'm gonna try some Evil Eye. You know what? I won. I'm like, yeah, of course you won. It's a freaking unblockable card that you can't kill with any of the standard cards in the meta. Like Evil Eye is a good card.
Yeah.
And basically build the deck with Evil Eye in it, you're gonna win. But no one does that. They're all like, not that spicy. It's not spice. Evil Eye is legit, just no one knows it.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's a solid card, absolutely.
Did I hear like the playoffs between the first and second like didn't get recorded? Is that right? Were you able to capture the video of the
I have
first?
it all.
You have it, okay. It was
Yeah.
the other guy that had the fancy gear and stuff. He didn't get it. That's what it was.
No, he stopped when they broke down and went to top 8. They stopped. Initially, we were all supposed to go to the bar to watch like the finals, and I went there for lunch. And the bar owner comes out and he's like, "Oh, you guys are back in town? The Magic event?" He remembered people from last year. It's camp something. I can't think of it, but anyways, cool bar, right up the street. And we're like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Oh, we'll see you next year." He goes, "We have like a semi-private event. People come in and play records and dance." He goes, "We fill up like super early." And he goes, "But yeah," he goes, "We'll see you next year." So Dave's like, he tells everybody, he's like, we're gonna go play at the bar. And I go run up there. I was like, "Hey, by the way," I was like, "the owner of the bar said you're not gonna be here tonight." And so they were just kind of trying to find room, and the Dante, it just stayed open super late for us, and there was only probably like 10 people left hanging around. But I was there till like close to 1 a.m. Jens, who got second, Jaeger, freaking was like, "I gotta catch my flight in like 2 hours." He went straight from there to the airport.
Wow.
I do have a killer exchange between him and Rich Shea, which I hope the audio is loud enough. But Jens, like, I think Mind Twist Rich, and Rich has got to like discard a counter spell, and Jens is like, "Oh, get that counter spell," or Rich is like, "Oh, you will learn to like the counter spell." I mean, it's just like a killer back and forth for the very final game that had everyone just dying. So I hope I get that sound bite out of there and play it, and I hope it can do it justice. But one other super cool thing, I was standing outside waiting for an Uber. It was pouring down rain. It was like 50 degrees or 60 degrees in Boston at 1 a.m. And Jens comes out of there and he goes, "Okay." He goes, "I'm getting ready to leave and go back home." I said, "Okay." He goes, "I guess I won't see you probably till next year." He goes, "I'll give you a hug on the way out." He comes running over. It's like super nice. He's like, "We'll see you later, man," and heads off to the airport. So again, the people are just awesome. Whatever we're looking at here is top shelf, though. I see the Evil Eyes and Tackle Maggot. It's just
Tackle Maggot with no creatures at all.
That's
I've
how
not
you
done
run it.
this. And I feel like and he's got a fucking, I don't know, walk, just raw dogging. And I think that's a good card. I feel like more people should do that.
Yep.
It's got Abyss. So you Tackle Maggot and then Abyss it away?
Yeah, whatever you have to do.
Dude, I love this.
Yeah, that's some he's in fucking 2042 with that.
Oh,
deck.
absolutely.
Yeah, this is my jam.
Demonic
Right
Torment's a good card too that no one plays, dude. That card's super good.
100%, yeah.
It just
What card?
stops. Demonic
Torment.
Ah, yeah.
If you put that and then a Tackle Maggot on, you can just slowly kill a Juzam and then it'll equip to him. That's a super cool deck. And then I like the Skull of Orm in the sideboard too.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I like this deck a lot, dude. That is awesome.
Wall of Flesh in the sideboard? Let's go, dude. That's sick.
Some oubliettes and shit.
That's a good one.
So you got
Oh, this is Land Equilibrium. So this was pretty good too.
yeah, Land Equilibrium is a cool card. I got 4 of them. I never achieved what I feel is the right Land Equilibrium deck, so this might be it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Island
Well, he
Sanctuary.
plays all the Fallen Empires lands that sacrificed add 2.
That's
That's
it.
really good.
Right. Yeah. So you sag it, then they can't get shit going. you get down a dib or an Ernie and you just run them
Well,
over.
that's his board. The dib and the Ernie's the board.
Oh, there's our board.
Yeah, so
So-
they talked about this, or Dave was talking about this because he was like, normally if you have a dib, you don't want a spice award, but he goes, that was sideboard. Lane Equilibrium went all in. Island Sanctuary shut him down, and then the ice second lands as he's casting, and then Black Vice to win it out.
You can run all the mocks and be able to keep running with no lands. That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
This is crazy because he's playing the card Vision, and then he can draw the card that stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Tim again. So that's the white weenie that did like whatever 4th or 5th in the X Point event. But this was super cool. A setup, super cool setup.
Crazy.
Here's a good old green machine deck, Eric. You'll appreciate this. You got the Cop Green, you got Lifelink, and you got If in there.
Just one Leprechauns is all he needs there.
I was gonna say he's missing the one card I love, but no, I love Green Ward Spirit Link If Biff. It's the sweetest fucking combo ever, dude.
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think he should cut Fastball and Enchantress out, and it's a good deck.
Can't cut Enchantress, dude. Come on, 2 Enchantress.
It's
Yeah.
the biggest, dude.
Too short of the right amount.
It's playing a card that you don't
Yeah.
realize how good this card is. Holy Strength, and I've said this about against other Sarah Angels, but If Biff with a Holy Strength on it is a 4/5, so it's better than Sarah Angel.
Yeah.
And
So-
they can't kill it when they crack their Lotus or whatever and get 3 greens.
Yeah, you can't.
Burn
Yeah,
your
right.
If Biff away.
You're trying to give it cop protection from green with the green ward already, but yeah, so you could then Hurricane.
But yeah, if they're not on green, you just give it strength.
A lot of decks just die to a 4/5. They're like, shit, it stops Sarah. You got me.
That's
Yeah,
a good
that-
point, man. That's solid. Yeah.
Yeah, Holy Strength is very underrated. Helps you get rid of Sarah. Oh shit, is this it?
And the nice about so I just took the I don't know if this will even work. I just took the Thrash Bash Noah write up and made a podcast out of it. So maybe we'll call it a night on this. Let's just listen to a couple minutes here. We can comment on it.
We can't hear it.
Yeah.
Can't hear it. All right, I'll add it in later. It's pretty solid right out of the gate. We're like,
No,
"Man, we're talking about some old school Magic here with the, yeah, it's. I'll share the link with y'all so you can hear it, but it's pretty
wild.
mind-blowing shit. Copy a link of this thing. All right, man. Well, we're coming up on 2 hours. I guess that's a full pod. I mean, we're always long. We rarely do them, but anything else you want to hit us up with, Joe, on the way out, man?
No, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Again, awesome to meet you guys. I can't wait till we hang out again next time. As always, had a blast. Thank you.
You're coming
Yeah.
to the Battle for Ohio then, you think?
If I get an invite, I will. If you invite me to about anything, you'll see my ass showing up.
Damn. That's
Kentucky's basically Ohio, right?
we're
Yeah,
basically South
I can
Ohio.
spit into Ohio.
Yeah.
The Ohio River is super close. That should count for something.
Yeah.
For all of us. I see Ohio every day. So I mean, come on. We're close enough.
Yep.
Yeah, you
It
can
looks the
definitely
same.
come, dude. That'd be cool.
Well, I hope you crank into like 19, maybe 20 followers, Joe. I mean, we'll see if we can hit our 8 people and get everyone else to log in, listen to the Orb.
Yeah,
I think
I'll
we'll
do
get
some
there.
shameless plugging with this, so this will be great. We'll send it around.
All right, yes, because we want to get people to St. Louis for what's it called again? God, I don't know.
The Forest Cup.
Forest Cup.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, trust you on that. Yep. So head off to there for that and listen to log into the Orb, and maybe we'll see you down at the Bootleggers Ball too.
Yeah,
so
Bootleggers.
I'd like to get down there. We'll see. I might just sneak that in last minute. I got about 75 decks I can bring, so I
Sweet.
think I'll be all set.
Yeah. Well, you got to power them up now, though, or at least some.
Well, I got all the freaking Evan shit in there. I got all
that
those dumb
works,
Evan
yeah.
cards now. I can just swap them out for the real thing, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of back in the playing. Yeah, back in the running. get rid of my pain lands, I get actual dual lands or something like that. But I got a few things I want to try out. So I don't know, that's a good way to do it. Just show up to an actual event where people want to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good group down there too. I think years ago, Eric decided to just start a beef with a couple people at random. He just you and me, we got a beef, and it is stuck forever, man. It's just like it's on.
Music City, dude.
Yeah, they joke about that. That's so funny. Yeah. Oh, do you have a picture of the bar on the bathroom?
Fuck that guy, man. I'm like, what the hell, man? This guy
in the bar, like fuck Music City, old school, in like multiple bars now. Yeah,
I have a picture of that. I put it up on Discord.
Oh
yeah.
I don't know who did that.
It was there.
It's good shit.
Yeah, and I don't even go to the event. They're like, dude, you have to come to settle the beef. I'm like, nah, can't go.
No, we're just gonna talk shit from a distance. Even makes it worse.
Yeah,
can't even kick our ass in person.
That's right. That's great.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate it, Joe, and thanks everyone.
Yeah,
do
Call
the
it pod.
yeah.
Yeah, right on.
See you guys.
See you.
Slinging spells in a high-stakes, old-school Magic tournament.
Oh, yeah?
That's what we're diving into today, through the eyes of one dedicated player,
Wow.
Noah Steinbaum.
Okay.
He documented his experience at two incredible events,
Right.
Thrash Bash and Gnar in the bar, and let me tell you, it's quite a ride.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Picture this. Goblin grenades, last-minute Airbnb escapes,
Oh, wow.
and a prize table that would make any Magic player drool.
Oh, absolutely. These events are legendary. Within the old school Magic scene, we're talking about a passionate community who take their game seriously, but never forget to have a good time.
And Noah,
Yeah.
our protagonist for this deep dive, seems like he embodies that spirit perfectly.
I can see that.
28 years old, part of the River City Merfolk OS Club, and a self-proclaimed goblin enthusiast.
Wow, nice.
Before we even get to the main event, he gives us a glimpse into the pre-tournament shenanigans at Gnar in the Bar. Hosted by the Ebon Hand OS Club. Have you heard of them?
Oh, the Ebon Hand crew. They're infamous
Mm-hmm.
for their quirky sense of humor and their love for custom cards. Imagine a group of friends getting together, crafting cards with outrageous abilities, and then unleashing them on each other in a casual setting. That's Gnar in the Bar in a nutshell.
It sounds wild.
It is.
Noah actually tailored his goblin deck to take advantage of the chaos that these custom cards brought to the game. He even scored some wins against seasoned players like Stewie.
Stewie.
Yeah, known for his powerful red-green deck.
Right. It wasn't all fun and games, though.
Right.
There was that whole incident with the Airbnb, a broken lock and a doorknob. Yeah, that story, let's just say, that old school Magic players are a passionate bunch, both on and off the battlefield. Sometimes that passion spills over in the most unexpected ways.
Okay, let's unpack that incident a bit more. Paint us a picture. What exactly went down?
Picture this. It's late. Everyone's riding high on the thrill of victory and maybe a few celebratory drinks.
Uh-oh.
They get back to their Airbnb, ready to crash, only to find themselves locked out.
Oh, no.
Now, most people would call a locksmith, right?
Right.
But not this crew. One of them, a certain Eric,
Okay.
decides to take matters into his own hands. Literally.
Wait, are you telling me they broke into their own Airbnb?
Let's just say Eric may have channeled his inner goblin and persuaded the doorknob to part ways with the door.
Oh, my God.
The details are a bit hazy, but the end result was a broken doorknob and a story that became legendary within the community.
That's incredible.
It is.
It sounds like Gnar in the Bar perfectly set the stage for the main event, Thrash Bash. I mean, if the pregame involves breaking and entering, just imagine the intensity of the actual tournament. Speaking of which, Noah describes the prize table at Thrash Bash as something else.
It's true. The prizes at these tournaments are often a testament to the generosity and collaborative spirit of the old school Magic community. You'll find rare cards, custom playmats, even artwork donated by players from all over the world. It's more than just a tournament. It's a celebration of shared passion.
I love that. It really highlights the sense of community you mentioned earlier. Okay, so we've got the stage set, the energy is high, the prize table is overflowing with treasures.
It is.
What happens when the games begin?
We'll get this. In the very first round, Noah finds himself facing John Ravel.
Oh, wow.
A name that sends shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned, old-school players.
Wow.
Imagine going head-to-head with a strategic mastermind in the very first match. That's the kind of challenge Noah was up against.
Talk about a baptism by fire.
I know, right.
It turns out Noah and John had a history. They'd play-tested against each other online, even going as far as memorizing each other's decks.
Wow.
It's fascinating how online interactions can translate into these real-world rivalries, don't you think?
It really speaks to the power of magic, the gathering, to create these connections both online and offline. It's a game that fosters both collaboration and competition, often simultaneously.
And this match was a perfect example of that duality.
Yeah.
I mean, they went all the way to game 3, with John seemingly pulling ahead, until Noah throws down a game-changing Silex card.
Whoa.
Now, for those who aren't familiar with old-school Magic,
Yeah.
a Silex card is like that one spell you keep tucked away for a desperate moment. It's powerful, but risky, because it can affect every player, including the one who played it.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. So, in the heat of the moment, Noah pulls out this risky Silex play and completely wipes the board, swinging the game back in his favor. What a power move.
It was a brilliant strategic play. That left even John, his opponent, impressed. In fact, he ended up modifying that very Silex card after the match to commemorate the battle they'd just had.
Wait, seriously?
Right.
That's amazing.
Isn't it?
It's like a trophy, but even better because it tells the story of their match. It makes you wonder what other stories are out there, hidden within decks, and passed down among players.
Absolutely. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Noah's journey at Thrash Bash is far from over. We've still got several rounds to go, each with its own challenges and triumphs.
You're right. Up next, we've got round 2, a rematch against Stumi. And this time, their match was even featured on The Orb, that YouTube channel run by Joe Singer, which, for our listeners, is basically a hub for all things old school Magic. Joe Singer's The Orb.
Yeah.
What a fantastic resource for anyone who wants to witness
I know, right?
the strategic depth
Absolutely.
and a sheer fun of old school Magic.
It's great.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And this particular match, Noah versus Stumi, showcases just that.
Okay.
This time, Stumi's running a mono black deck, which for our listeners means every single card is aligned with that black magic energy.
Okay.
Think discard spells, creature removal,
Right.
the works.
Ooh, sounds intimidating.
Yeah.
So how did Noah handle that?
This is where it gets really interesting. Noah had a card in his hand called City in a Bottle.
Okay.
Think of it as a magic silencer, but specifically for black cards.
Right.
Now, most players would slam that card down immediately to neutralize Stumi's entire deck, right?
Right.
But not Noah.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He waited.
He waited.
He let Stumi play a powerful card called Hymn to Turok,
Okay.
a card that forces the opponent to discard cards from their hand, potentially disrupting their entire game plan.
Right.
Only after Stumi played Hymn to Turok did Noah reveal his City in a Bottle.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some next level mind games.
I know.
What was the thinking behind that?
By waiting, Noah forced Stumi to use a powerful card for minimal impact.
Wow.
It was a gamble, sure,
Yeah.
but it paid off.
It did.
Stumi was essentially left with a useless card in his hand for the rest of the match.
Wow.
A bold move, and it really highlights the strategic depth that old school Magic is known for.
Talk about turning the tables.
I know, right?
That's incredible.
It is.
Okay, on to round 3.
Okay.
And it's a clash of titans.
Ooh.
Noah's up against Chad Proctor Frazier,
Oh,
the reigning champion from the previous year's Thrash Bash.
wow.
And to make things even more interesting,
Yeah.
they're both playing incredibly similar decks, almost mirror images of each other.
Oh, wow.
Imagine the tension.
Thank
Every card Noah plays, Chad could have in his hand as well.
Right.
That must have been nerve-wracking.
Oh, yeah.
How do you even begin to strategize in that kind of situation?
Mirror matches are fascinating
Yeah.
because they boil down to anticipating your opponent's every move.
Wow.
Knowing the nuances of each card inside and out,
Right.
and being ready to capitalize on even the smallest miscalculation.
Right.
It becomes less about the cards you have and more about outmaneuvering your opponent's mind.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
who came out on top?
After a tense battle of wits
Yeah.
and a display of incredible skill from both players,
Right.
Noah managed to secure the victory. But from his account, it's clear that he has immense respect for Chad's abilities.
Yeah.
It's that spirit of sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Recognizing the talent of your opponent, even in the heat of competition.
Right.
That really defines the old school Magic community.
I love that.
Yeah.
Speaking of sportsmanship,
Yes.
round 4 brings a particularly heartwarming story.
Okay.
Noah faces off against Spencer Llewellyn,
Okay.
a relatively new player who Noah had actually mentored online.
Wow.
This is what I love about this community.
Yeah.
The mentorship, the passing of the torch, so to speak.
Right.
Experienced players like Noah are always willing to guide newcomers,
Right.
sharing their knowledge and passion for the game.
Absolutely.
And sometimes that mentorship leads to facing your student in a tournament setting.
I know, right?
What are the chances?
It's crazy.
It's a testament to the cyclical nature of this community.
Yeah.
And it gets even better.
What's that?
Remember how we talked about custom altered cards?
Yeah.
Well, Noah had actually created a special Urnam Jin card.
Wow.
Beautifully altered, specifically for Spencer.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right.
That's so cool.
Did Spencer actually play that card during their match?
He did.
Oh.
Could you imagine that
No.
a custom altered card imbued with meaning and friendship
Oh.
being played in a high stakes tournament?
Wow.
It's those personal touches that elevate old school Magic beyond just a game.
Right.
It becomes a shared experience, a story told through cards and camaraderie.
That's amazing. From fierce rivalries to mentor-student showdowns, this tournament has it all.
I know, right?
What an incredible experience.
Yeah, it is.
So going into round 5,
Fair.
Noah's on a roll with 4 wins under his belt.
Wow.
This final match is against Scott Hawksworth,
Okay.
another player known for his sportsmanship and strategic prowess.
Right.
What can you tell us about this last showdown?
Well, both Noah and Scott brought their A game to this match. Remember how we talked about the Silex?
Yeah.
That risky but powerful card?
Right.
Imagine another card, equally devastating,
Okay.
called Earthquake.
Okay.
It's a classic old school spell that can wipe out an opponent's creatures,
Right.
but it takes careful planning to use effectively.
Okay. So Earthquake, big risk, big reward.
Exactly.
Did Noah manage to pull it off?
He did.
He did.
Noah used Earthquake strategically,
Okay.
clearing the board and ultimately securing his 5th win of the tournament.
Wow.
Going undefeated in such a competitive field is an incredible achievement.
You'd think that'd be a guaranteed victory, right?
Yeah.
5 wins, 0 losses.
Right.
Sounds like a champion in the making.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But remember,
Yeah.
this is Thrash Bash, where the
Okay.
competition is fierce
Right.
and every point counts.
Yeah.
Noah's undefeated streak wasn't the only one.
Oh, no.
He ended up tied with another player,
Really?
Eric Westfall,
Okay.
who had also won all 5 of his matches.
Wow, a tie at the top.
I know.
Talk about a nail biter.
It was.
What happens when you have 2 undefeated players?
Right.
Is it a draw?
Not quite.
Okay.
In these situations, it goes down to something called opponent win percentage.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah.
they look at the win-loss records of all the opponents you played against.
Right.
It's a way to gauge the overall strength of your competition.
Ah, so even though they both won all their matches,
Yeah.
the tiebreaker looks at who had the tougher opponents, right? Who's
Is
edged out in the end.
by a fraction of a percentage point.
Ooh, wow.
Eric Westfall took home the championship title.
Wow.
Can you imagine the tension?
Oh, no.
The excitement of those final calculations?
That must have been incredible.
It was.
But even though he narrowly missed the top spot,
Yeah.
it sounds like Noah walked away with something even more valuable.
Absolutely.
A sense of accomplishment and the joy of shared passion.
That's true.
Yeah.
He ends his account by expressing gratitude towards the organizers, the prize donors,
Right?
and fellow players who made the event so special.
Absolutely.
It's clear that for Noah, and for many in the old school Magic community, it's about more than just winning or losing.
Yeah.
It's about the connections forged,
Right.
the story shared,
Right.
and the love of a game that continues to bring people together.
What a fantastic story.
It is.
This deep dive into Noah's Thrash Bash experience really opened my eyes to the passion and camaraderie
Oh, yeah.
within the old school Magic community.
It really is inspiring.
It is.
What stood out to me the most was the generosity and collaborative spirit on display
Yeah,
throughout the tournament.
absolutely.
From the incredible prize pool
Mm.
filled with donations and custom creations
Right.
to the stories of mentorship
Yeah.
and those personalized cards imbued with meaning,
Right.
it's clear that this community is something special.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And that detail about the Silex card,
Yeah.
transformed from a game-winning play into a treasured memento.
I know, right?
It got me thinking about our own passions and hobbies, listener.
Yeah.
What objects do you hold dear?
Right.
Objects that tell a story.
It's really cool.
Objects that remind you of a special moment, a connection, a victory, big or small.
Absolutely.
Think about it, and maybe, just maybe,
Yeah.
you'll be inspired to dust them off, share their stories,
Yeah.
and relive those memories.
Love it.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Keep exploring, keep playing,
Absolutely.
and keep those passions alive.
Here.